Let's go live. Ha ha, we're live.
Awesome.
All right, listen. I'm sorry it's late. It's 10:40. We were just shooting the shit. I was actually waiting to see if Gunpowder Beauty was gonna come back because she is with us, but she got a phone call and she's on her phone, so she had to take her phone call. But she said she was gonna come back, so that's cool. So listen, don't adjust your TV screen. Um, I know you're probably saying, "Didn't Mikey do a chat last night?" I did, and a little while back, about 40 minutes ago, almost. I Facebook messaged Dish and I said, "Hey, is Stevie doing a chat tonight?" She says, "I'll find out." Nope. Apparently Stevie worked today, and he's tuckered out.
He was tuckered out last night.
Yeah. So I says to Dish, I'm like, "Should I do one? I do one. You come on." She's like, "Yep." I'm like, "All right, I'll do it." So we're here. Same people as last night. We have the ever beautiful, our Fatwood Queen joins us again. We have the ever beautiful Dish Outdoors, and we have the handsome looking guy down in the corner showing his guns off. Get it?
Right?
Showing his guns off. All the way from North Carolina.
South
South,
Carolina.
Oh
South,
yeah, that's I keep forgetting.
South.
So I'm sorry.
Freaking Yankees! I swear
I
to
keep
Lord Jesus.
I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting. I'm very very sorry.
Yeah.
Old man's got a memory about as long as a gnat's pecker.
You know. Well, I don't. I forget sometimes. I forget sometimes when you guys are.
I'm sure South is much better than North.
Yeah, it's not
No,
nowhere near as cold, nowhere near the snow.
come on. You still get cold weather down there. I don't want to hear it.
Not real bad.
It goes down to what to about 30, high 29, high 20s.
The absolute worst I can remember it in recent years was -13.
Okay, so
Wow.
that's fucking. So what do you generally get for weather in January?
Usually in January you're looking mid-teens to upper 30s.
Okay, so guess what? That's what I get here.
Yeah, but you get it with like 6 foot of piled up snow and slush everywhere. I don't have
True,
that shit to go with it.
true.
It's cold.
So if it stays cold enough down there a few days like that, you could learn how to ice fish, right,
Or
Dish?
or I could have caught fish when the water wasn't frozen using the entire fucking surface of the water and put the shit in the fucking freezer, and when I want some fish, just go get it out of the freezer.
Yeah, but at least you can fish all year round doing it this way.
I can too. Without having to go drill a hole in the fucking water.
Well, we can't boat all year round. You know what I mean? We have to.
Motherfucker, we can water ski
We
year
have
round
we
down here if you want to.
we have hard water. What's that, Shalisa?
Fish taste better when they're cold. Plucked
Ice
out of
cold.
the ice.
Absolutely. I've said this to Dish a number of times, whether it's my chat or Stevie's chat. No doubt about it. Fish taste different in the winter than they do in the spring or the summer, or the fall, for that matter.
Yeah.
Hey, Trevor Filmer, how are you, my friend? Great to see you. SKS Hugo, who was actually first tonight, ladies and gentlemen. He took over
Right
the
on.
he took over the spot that used to be held by a guy that's not here yet. I'm sure he'll be Saturdays. I was saying to Dish off air. I goes, I think Saturdays is either family night, date night, or something. But our buddy Jay Watt usually isn't first on Saturdays. You know. Yeah, so
Right?
Stevie's you know what? He's probably sleeping. I didn't even send him a link. If he if he shows up on the thing, I'll send him one. But oh, you know what? I don't even think I sent friggin' Ohio one.
You probably didn't, Michelle. I mean,
Uh,
Mikey.
oh, really? You didn't just say that? Did you? Did
Yeah,
you?
I did it
Did
last
you?
night too, bitch.
You did it last night? No, you didn't. If you did it last night, I'd have.
Did I or did I not?
Yeah, he did.
See there?
Just like Mikey D keeps saying, you're from North Carolina.
Right?
So let me get this straight. Wait a minute. When did you say it when I left to go somewhere?
No, you were sitting right
No,
there.
you were sitting there running your mouth.
Really?
Yeah, talking about the whole link ordeal and sending it but not sending it and claiming to not be guilty of not sending it.
No, but that was the truth. That was the truth.
No, Mike, it's either
I
you did or
actually
you
didn't.
didn't. It's like being pregnant. There's not, sort of pregnant. Either you are or you ain't, motherfucker.
All right. So for those who don't understand what the hell Stump's saying, apparently he said this to me last night.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not gonna ever call Stumper a liar. I just don't remember you saying it because if you had said that, you would have got reaction out of me.
Because I even asked Dish a few seconds later. I said, "Damn, hon, either he didn't hear it or he's just fucking ignoring it."
I didn't hear it.
Yeah, Stump said, should I say it again? I said, nah.
Oh, yeah.
Really? So
yeah.
Do you know how long, like into the about how long into the stream it was?
It was during your accusation of not being guilty of not sending a link.
Oh, so that was right in the beginning. So I'm gonna have to go back after this chat. I'm gonna have to go back and check, and then, yep, in a few minutes. Sorry, in the middle of something right now. All right, so Ohio's on his way in. He's just doing something probably family related. So I don't like to bother people when they're doing shit like that. I agree with you guys. Fish are better in the colder water. That's why our lobsters are better than Maine lobster. Amen to that. Maine lobster suck a dick. I said I like Massachusetts lobster is the best anyway. So I can say that because let me see how many people from Maine ain't here. Okay, where's Jezzo? Where are you? Of course, Jezzo would fucking laugh at me if I ever said that. But I don't know, Trev. Northern Maine's waters are the same temp as you guys's, isn't it?
What was that again?
Isn't Northern? No, I was wondering if Northern Maine's water is the same temp as Trevor's water on the Atlantic. The Atlantic.
Well, I mean, I kind of have to.
I'm sorry, Stump. Go ahead.
I'm saying I got to agree with you on this one. I mean, being in the truck and driving around, coastal waterways and such, you eat lobster a lot because it's cheap when you're right there on the water.
Yeah.
But yeah, down around Mass, it was way better than they claim they are up in Maine.
Yeah, it
had a sweeter taste to them.
You know what's weird to me is I'm watching a video of this. The two brothers I told you about, the other brother owns Fish Brain, the app Fish Brain and all that. Deer Meat for Dinner. And so Deer Meat for Dinner and his brother Blue Gabe, they free dive for the lobsters. And I'm like, all right, I'll watch this, no problem. So I'm watching, I'm like, that ain't a fucking lobster. I go, that's not even close to me. That's not a lobster. And my wife's like, why are you talking to a television? and I'm like, because they're free diving for lobster. And she goes, okay. I go, that's a lobster? She goes, well, it kind of looks like one. It's got the tail like one. I says, okay, but where's the fucking claws? And she goes, yeah, there's no claws. I just found out maybe, I don't know. I forget how long ago it was. Not long, like it was this year. That lobsters in Florida don't have claws.
Huh.
It's the weirdest fucking thing. That's like one of the best parts of the meat. Well, the tail's the best part for me, but
right.
Northern Maine does have access to water. Correct. We are getting lobster for $5 a pound. Nice.
Grilled lobster, in my opinion, is the best.
Oh,
I love it on the grill.
Dish, I never seen it done until I was tailgating at a Patriots game one time.
Yeah.
And the guys are right across, not next to us, but the guys across from us. I kept teasing our guys. I'm like, one of these guys, guys, one of these days, we're doing lobsters and steams. I'm just telling you right now. I'm just going to tell you, don't buy anything. I'm getting lobsters and steam. Anyways, long story short, actually, we did that. We did finally do that. But the guy across from us, so he's got the lobsters, and he goes, whoosh. And I'm like, dude, you just put a lobster on the grill? He goes, you never seen that done? I go, he goes, come over here. I went over there. He slits it. Whap. He goes, let me tell you something. You've never had lobster till you grilled it. I goes, I've never tried it. I've never tried a lobster on the grill.
Mikey, have you ever had it smoked?
No. I've eaten my lobsters. My lobsters are only steamed or they're boiled. I prefer steamed. But I'm not a beggars aren't choosy. Beggars aren't choosy. You know what I'm saying? I don't have the proper pot to steam them, so I just boil them. Trevor says he's never tried it grilled either.
Oh, it's really good.
Yep. And to think, I almost had to send you guys lobsters dishes. Remember? But because you think about it, I keep forgetting, like I think of a cornfield as me driving up here or driving through Maine or something and seeing, I don't know, 10 open acres of land with just all corn, right?
Mm-hmm.
And thinking that that's a lot of corn,
right?
Until you go to fucking Iowa.
Yeah.
And they got miles of it, right?
Yes.
Well, that's like, you remember the pictures I sent you of the cotton fields down here, Mike?
Yes, exactly. And so it's stuff like that I don't understand because I'm not. First of all, I never visited, right? I've never been to Iowa, never been down where Stump is. And then I take for granted that some of the people out in like Kansas don't know what a fucking never had a lobster.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just weird. Because now they don't have lobster on the West Coast, do they?
No, I don't think so.
Because I never heard anybody from
No, I don't think
or,
it's in like Puget Sound and all that stuff. I don't remember ever seeing it.
I think it's just like an East Coast. I thought it was just an East Coast thing, maybe.
I think you're right.
But they are delicious. I don't get into the whole egg eating contest and all that bullshit, but
no, me either.
I know plenty of people that do, and that's fine. It's just not me.
That green stuff or whatever.
Yeah, I don't do that.
No.
Or the I don't eat I know a bunch of people eat the eggs, but because they're cooked, you're boiled. Either the boiled or
right,
steamed,
yeah.
right? So that it's cooked. It's not like it's not gonna kill me, but no, I'm that guy. I even take the line out if I see the line in the fucking what do they call it, the line in the tail. I take that right out too.
Oh yeah, definitely got to get rid of the poop shoot.
But it all depends, right? Because I've done it with it in him. It just doesn't really bother me, I do it with clams, right? We steam the clams, and you're supposed to take the skin off the neck. It's like circumcising the fucking neck of the clam.
Mm-hmm.
You take that skin right off, dip it in your butter or whatever else you're fucking doing with it. Right down the fucking yapper it goes. Oh my God, they're delicious. I don't mind them fried, but my favorite way is to steam those. Oh, see that? Trevor likes the roe. Yeah, a lot of people can eat the roe. I've eaten it. I don't. But when I eat, if I have a lot of roe,
mm-hmm.
I have to get either golden spicy mustard or Tabasco, something with some to it.
Okay.
And I can eat them. But the guac, no, I don't eat the green shit. No, you can have it. To me, it looks like one dried up snot, and I just want to eat it. Well, sorry for those that might do it, but
gunpowder.
Circumcise the what? Circumcise the the neck of a steamer or a clam.
Okay, you're not making this sound any better at all.
The neck
Right.
of
Well,
a steamer.
that's what we call them up here, right? So they're called steamers because there's two different things. Okay, steamers are found on the beaches of the ocean. Okay, mussels are found in freshwater in the lakes.
Right on.
Now, mussels make great bass bait if you're a bass fisherman.
Yep.
Yeah, so gunpowder. You take the clam, right? You steam them, right? They open right up for you. They go, doo-doo. Okay. So on one side or the other, you'll find the clam. Take the clam out, right? And it's got this little neck. Sometimes the neck is this big. Sometimes the neck is this big. Okay. And there's a. You ready for it? Wait for it. Wait for it. There's like a foreskin on it, right? You take your thumbnail and you go, whoosh, and you pull it off. Now you got skin. Now you got meat, right? Then most people have butter. Some people have booze, beers, whatever. You dip it down the hatch. I'm telling you right now, they're delicious.
Gunpowder.
We call it shit of steamer. What the fuck are you eating?
Oh Lord.
Well, don't ever come to the Northeast, sweetie, and say, "Hey, can I have a lobsters and steamers?" Because that's what.
I think there's only 2 of us here that are from the Pacific Northwest. That's good seafood there. SKSU, I think. In the Northwest.
Oh, is he? I did not know that.
Yeah, I'm not from there, but I lived in Washington, Enumclaw, Washington, for years when I was growing up.
Cool.
Yeah.
My mom's from Spokane.
Oh, cool.
Grew up there.
Oh, so you don't like the rain either? So,
I like warm rain. Lots and lots and lots of warm rain. But
no, it doesn't snow out there though, right? Only up in the higher elevations in the mountains.
Depends on where you're at, how close you are to the Pacific Ocean.
Okay, that's what I thought. I'm traumatized by this conversation. I'm sorry, sweetheart. We won't talk about lobsters.
Traumatized.
We won't talk about lobsters.
But
But if gunpowder, because you know me and I hustle around a lot or whatever, if you ask Trevor, who's Trevor's in the, as you can see, Trevor's in the chat. Bye, Stump. As you can see, Trevor's in the chat. Ask Trevor; he will tell you steamers are people on the. Well, let me say it this way: people in the Northeast, anyways, love them. Some people do a New England style when they do them, right? So what that means is that Trevor, have you ever done it this way or seen anybody ever do it? They'll put like potatoes in there. They'll put they'll put eggs in there, shit like that. Trevor? Have you ever seen anybody ever do that?
Sorry, gunpowder.
I almost got married to a douchebag in Everett, Washington. Jesus Christ. I bought. Trevor says I brought home 4 pounds of quahogs the other day. Gage wouldn't try them. No. Gage wouldn't try them raw. Oh my God, quahogs are beautiful. I love quahogs.
Aw.
Gunpowder says I couldn't be a lesbian because I ain't eating a clam. What's up, Ohio?
How's it going?
Ohio, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
If I said to you, "Hey, Ohio, want to go get some lobsters and steamers?" Would you know what I'm talking about? Or would you think I want you to go get some lobsters and a pile of shit?
Well, steamers would probably be what? Clams or oysters?
Yeah, they're clams.
Yeah.
They're clams. What does that say, Badadu? What is
It
that?
says potato.
Potato.
First of all, it's potato with a P.
Yeah,
Asshole.
any way I want to.
It's a potato. What? You can't hear the P on that?
Potato
Potato.
salad. I love me some potato salad.
A banana.
Yeah, I'd
But
like a steak and a potato.
go
I'll
high.
eat shrimp and lobster, but that's as close as this girl gets. I like fried catfish every now and then. I love fried catfish. I just wish I can catch a catfish up here big enough to fillet it, right? And then cut it up in chunks and then put it in a frying pan and just do like a, like a fish nugget. Yeah, fish nugget type thing.
So where's our buddy at? Who said he was having a chat?
He's tuckered out.
So,
Well, it sucks getting old, doesn't it?
Oh, you know what? Fuck off. Dish, you know me. It's a potato. I say potato all the time.
Potato.
Potato. What?
As long as we know what you're talking about, that's
Potato.
all that matters.
that's true.
Oh, fuck.
That's all that matters.
The
Let me say it
waiter or
this way.
waitress might have a problem, but we got it.
So should I say potato? Does that make it fucking sound better? You fucking tods.
No, don't say it like
Fucking
that.
southern fucking. Excuse me. Do you have any potatoes?
I like your originality. Don't say
Right?
It's a potato. What the
What the
fuck?
the potato.
And a tomato. You know what a tomato is?
Is that the same thing as a mater?
Fuck. You people talk
I
about
sure
it,
like.
know.
I like to cut some maters up in my taters.
maybe potatoes.
Put some youngs. Little, get some sweet youngins.
Some onions.
My oldest daughter's girlfriend comes over and she says, she walks through the door. I'll be sitting in my recliner. Hi, Dad. I says, hi, honey. They'll go downstairs. I'll come upstairs, and then my oldest daughter will say to her, Dad. I go, what? She goes, what did Paige and I just walk up? I go, what are you talking about? She goes, we just walked up the what to come up here? I said, you walked up the stairs. She goes, see? He says stairs. I go, how the fuck are you supposed to say stairs? Like, is there a different way of saying stairs now? Dad, it's not stairs as in he's staring at me. I go, it's the same fucking sound. Stairs. And she goes, no, Dad. There's stairs. And I'm like, oh,
Stairs.
Jesus fucking Christ. Apparently,
You
Mike.
should have just blew her mind and be like, well, it's actually a staircase.
And I'm like, what the fuck? It's a set of stairs.
Stairs, not stairs.
No, there's stairs.
No, they're stairs, not stairs.
Whatever. In my world, there's stairs.
S-T-A-I-R-S. Stairs. Then there's stairs. S-T-A-R-E-S. Stairs.
Right. He's staring at me.
Yeah.
Right. And then staring at me and
can't tell the
stairs are the
difference?
same fucking thing.
You can't tell the difference. It's just like potato and potato.
No, it's a potato.
It's a potato.
What the
How long are we going to discuss this?
Yeah, really.
Well, I'm on a lot of potato chips, so
I'm eating smoked oysters on Ritz crackers with Miracle Whip right now.
That sounds terrible.
It just made Dish's night.
I think Felicia's
Forgot about it. Just as I forgot about it. Started
yeah, just as she forgot about it.
freaking remind me.
What's wrong with eating oysters on Ritz crackers?
It's the other part.
Oh, the Miracle Whip? That
Yeah.
it
part?
doesn't matter what you eat on Ritz crackers. It's good.
Yeah. Just ask, what's his name?
Gear.
Of course, he's dead now.
Oh, not gear then.
No, remember the commercial?
Holy shit, Gear died? Oh my God, no one told me.
No, Andy, what's his name? From Mayberry. Used to do the,
Oh, Andy Griffin.
Andy Griffith used to do the
Is
fucking
it
Ritz
Griffith
commercial.
or Griffin?
Huh?
Is it Griffith or Griffin?
Oh, I have no idea.
Andy Griffith, I think.
All I know is that he used to do the Ritz. He used to do the Ritz commercial, and
Oh,
he
yeah,
said
sure did.
everything goes good on a Ritz. I'm waiting for Mikey to say, "Fuck you, Ohio." There's the difference. Okay. Fuck you, Ohio. There's the difference. Oysters raw and straight.
You know, I've never had.
Oh,
I don't think I've had oysters. Maybe I have.
oysters, cherry stones, or nicknames, those are the same. So you take an oyster that's closed. Now this one you eat cold, gunpowder. This one you don't steam it, you don't boil it, right? And you take a knife. They actually make a tool for it, but you can take a knife, all right, and you'll go in and you give it a little turn, 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 and on the last one it should open for you. I can't tell you how many times I've heard people putting fucking knives to the palm of their hand, just like bagel cutters, right? Cutting a bagel, and people just jab themselves all the time. But I will tell you this: you open it right up. Now you go to a restaurant, sometimes they do that for you, right?
Yeah, you get like
So,
a half a shell, right?
yeah, right. Oysters on the half shell. Okay, so
And
you
then
do
they
get them at.
slide down the back of your throat like a big thing of snot, right?
So what they'll do is that if you order it at a if you go to a fish store and get it yourself, they're gonna come close. You order it at a restaurant, they're gonna come on a half shell. Okay, and they'll have usually either shrimp cocktail sauce or they'll have some people, sometimes some restaurants there'll be Tabasco on the table, whatever. Shoot that on there, and just like Ohio said, you take the half shell and you go like this, and either you want to pronounce it as a snot or an egg or whatever, and it just slides down the back of your throat.
And that's oysters, right?
That's fucking good. That's greatness right there, man.
That's oysters, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, what about clams?
Clams or whatever. Clams are what I call a steamer, and those you can either when you steam them, they don't come all the way open like an oyster does, so they'll just open up a little bit. Oh, and by the way, I should have told you this: if they don't open when you steam them, throw them the fuck out because you will, Ralph. So the shell will open up like this much, right? And there's a membrane there, and sometimes it'll open up all the way, which is cool. If they don't open up at all, throw them away. I like raw quahogs better than raw oysters. More flavor in the meat. Good point. Good point. Like the slimy booger texture. Yes, gunpowder. But they're also known to be an aphrodisiac for those that are wondering. But they taste good, and they're cold. They'll have them on crushed ice. Usually they're served on crushed
Those
ice.
are Xanax two Vicodin and a bottle of vodka.
Huh? But they're really good. And like we were talking about earlier, the fish in the Northeast, with the water being colder than down the Gulf of Mexico, or obviously, or even on the West Coast. I absolutely fucking love cod out of the Atlantic. I can only imagine what it tastes like in Alaska. Pop tarts are better.
You know what? I've always liked shrimp and crab, but I'll tell you what, scallops are like my favorite, man.
Oh, they are scallops.
Right? Oh,
Now, do you like the sea scallops or just the smaller ones?
I like them all.
Now, you know what's funny? People around here, no, I pronounce them scallops. Okay. And you know how they pronounce them around here? Well, the to-do people, I guess.
Scallop.
The scallop.
Scallop.
I'm like,
That's
no, it's a fucking scallop. No, I don't know. It doesn't. It all depends. Trevor, how do you pronounce it? Do you pronounce it the way I do, or do you pronounce it scallop, A or B? But I like the sea scallops.
It didn't take long for this chat to go into a food chat, now did it?
They're fucking huge. It's all Dish's fault. Every time we're on, we're talking about fucking food, and we're talking about so it's all Dish's fault. Got to blame somebody. Might as well blame Dish.
Right.
And where's Jezzo?
Jezzo, where are you, buddy?
Cherry Pop Tarts are good. I like cherry. Maple brown sugar are the best.
I
Maple
like
brown
I
sugar.
like no, can't stand those. I like the cherry and the strawberry. That's it.
I love maple brown sugar Pop Tarts. I love cold, by the way. Big dog of the other kind. I also absolutely is my favorite is I take maple brown sugar oatmeal and I mix it with the apple cinnamon one. Oh my God, to die for. Mike, when I catch smelts, we throw them in the snow to freeze. It sweetens them up. Yes, I love smelts. What a great eating fish. Strawberries and cream, by the way, instant oatmeal colors. Instant oatmeal colors. They're apple pies. Red to look like.
Not apple pies. Damn, I must be tired. Apple pieces.
I'm sorry, apple pieces.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I know that.
Instant oatmeal. If you get the strawberries and cream or the peaches and cream, those fruit pieces are actually apple.
Yeah, I'm with you, big dog of the other kind. I like them
Really?
cold. I know people, big dog, that put them in the fucking toaster. I'm like, oh, that's just a gooey mess. You know, with the pea in my nose or something. All right, no, I know, I know you're blue collar, Trevor. I was just right. I pronounce it. I pronounce the letter way too, scholar. I mean, it's just. Yeah, Stump, you eat grits. Can I tell you this about the first time I ate grits? And don't laugh at me because I know it's not the same. I already know this, so don't say, Mike, it's not the same because I already know it's not the same. I go to a Cracker Barrel and I go, can I have an omelet? We don't have omelets. What?
No omelets?
You're a breakfast joint. You don't have omelets?
Wow.
So I said, okay. I said, you got some kind of egg on drop it on toast or something? I'm like, strike fucking three. Can I have? Oh, so I go on the menu and I find an order it had 3 fried eggs. I said, okay, I'll have the 3 fried eggs. Would you like home fries with those? The nice cube potatoes. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yeah, I'll take those. And she says, oh, and you can have in a bowl of grits with that. A bowl of what?
Never heard of it.
And she goes, bowl of grits. I goes, is that anything like Kiss My Grits? And my wife was fucking pissed. And she goes, and the girl starts laughing her ass off. By the way, I'm at the Cracker Barrel, the next town over from where I live. It's not like I'm down in Florida somewhere. And my wife says, you don't know what grits are? I go, why the fuck would I know what grits are? And she goes, you never had it? I go, no, you're not going to like it. I'm like, what is it? She goes, just eat it, try it. And I'm like, yeah, you can have that back.
Did you put anything in it?
Pepper.
Dude, you got to put like some maple syrup and some butter, a little bit of sugar.
Well, there was butter on the top. There was like a little pat, you know, that little.
Yeah, a little pat of butter. Put some maple syrup on it. A little bit of sugar. Stir it up. It's good that way. That's the only way I can eat them.
I put pepper on everything. Just about. I put pepper on my goddamn salad for Christ's sakes. You know, but next time I'll put some Tabasco or something in it. Grits get salt, eggs, yellow runny, and cheese. Ooh.
That's how a girlfriend of mine eats it.
Oh yeah, I can't do the runny egg.
Here, swallows this slimy booger fish. It'll get you in the mood. Hey, you know what works better? Some damn moonshine.
When it comes to, I'll tell you what, I like 2 or 3 eggs, you know, over medium.
Yeah.
Over top of some home fries. Covered in sausage gravy with some biscuits.
No, that's disgusting.
Dude, that's just fucking heaven right there.
I think people mix maple syrup and hot sauce in their biscuits and gravy back
Oh
when.
Lord.
Well, first of all, I would never do my maple syrup disjustice by putting Tabasco on it. But I do love maple. It's it's a flavor. I especially maple syrup. Oh, when
Fake.
working class woodman did his syrup. Oh my god, it was great. Of course, I only got this much out of it because my wife ate most of it. But what's gross, Dish? The eggs on the taters?
I can't have my eggs touching my food. It's
Oh, you're one of those. Oh. Let me tell you a quick story.
We got a fucking princess on the cat.
Oh my god. And you know what? She split up with the queen. You'd have thought they would have got along better. No, just kidding. So I had just moved in with Gina and the boys, right?
Yeah.
And I'm there for maybe a week tops. And I come home from work, jump in the shower. She's got dinner ready. Sitting down eating dinner. And for whatever reason, all of a sudden, I noticed it. And I went, in my head, I'm like, oh my fucking God. This is why she won't make shepherd's pie. You ready? Mashed potatoes, veggie, meat.
Nothing
Ready?
touching.
Nothing touching ain't the word for it. Nothing touching. You ready? Ready?
Yeah.
Mashed potatoes first. Move the plate. Veggies. And by that time, a cold piece of fucking steak. And I'm laughing inside. And I couldn't hold it. And I'm laughing. And my wife's like, Michael, what's the matter? And I go, you people. I go, you can't have your food touching, can you? And she's like, what do you mean? I go, look. And she goes, I really never noticed. I goes, you're a liar. I goes, this is why I can't have shepherd's pie. So Jonathan, he was like 5 at the time. And he goes, oh, no. Don't make them touch. I goes, can I ruin your day? He's like, why? I go, you ready? He goes, what? You just ate your potatoes, and then you just ate your vegetable, and now you're eating your steak, right? He says, uh-huh. Guess what? What? They're all fucking mixed up in your tummy. Gina's like, I cannot fucking believe you just did that. Trevor says there is truck stops here that sell lumberjack breakfasts. 4 slices of toast. That's a good amount of toast. I like that. 3 eggs, pan fries, bacon, ham, and sausage. You're picking all 3 pancakes and baked beans. Wow. I can do all of that as long as I can hold the baked beans.
Amazingly enough, though, Mikey.
What? I don't like baked beans.
It goes with it. It's like, you ever had chicken and waffles?
No.
See, now that's a southern thing, right? As far as I know. But it's like chicken and waffles. What the fuck? And then when you actually try it, you're like, why haven't I had this before? This is one of the best things ever. Oh, I love chicken and waffles now. It's crazy. It doesn't sound like it goes together, but it does. But I'll tell you what, they would freak out if they watch me, because I'll put my potatoes, big old pile of mashed potatoes on my plate. And the first thing I do is I take my corn and just pour corn
right on top.
Oh, God,
Me too.
no.
Me too. I do it all the time. So, Tish, you can't eat shepherd's pie, can you?
No corn touching my potatoes. That's terrible.
Well, I usually don't let the corn touch the corn touch my potatoes, but if I'm eating potatoes, it's fine.
You want to know what I put in the crock pot? I put in the crock pot all the time. Potatoes, corn, ham, and cream of mushroom.
Oh, really?
You wouldn't eat that?
I'd have to look at it.
So let me, Dish, in all the years I've known you, I never knew this. This is way too funny. So you've never eaten vegetable soup?
He's exploiting this new.
Vegetable soup is different. It's not.
Why? It's all touching.
With corn.
It's all touching.
It doesn't have mashed potatoes and corn touching.
So you can't have, what is the name of that dish Gina makes?
It's just weird. You're eating your potatoes and all of a sudden there's a corn nibble in your mouth. And it's like, what happened? It's gross.
All right. Let's get off the corn kick. Can you do it with peas?
What's that?
Can there be a pea in your fucking?
No. The
Peas?
potatoes need
All
to
right,
be.
how about French style green bean? Can that be in your potatoes?
No, nothing touching my potatoes but butter.
Unfucking believable. Guess what? I'm gonna say the same thing you I said to Jonathan when he was fucking 5.
She's like, don't corrupt my potatoes.
Right? They're
Dish.
sacred.
Dish. They all
Yeah.
go in the same spot in your belly. They're touching. Just saying.
I don't have to look at it though. I don't have to taste it together.
Unbelievable. My corn, my veggies can't touch my potatoes.
Stop.
Mike needs to know your corn rules, Dish. I just.
Now, hang on. I got one for you. Yeah,
I-
can you do the open face roast beef sandwich? You know, with the 2 pieces of bread, the mashed potatoes, and
Mashed
the roast
potatoes
beef
and
poured over.
right, and the gravy poured on the top.
Sandwich.
I would have to examine it.
Oh, yeah,
You gotta, let me look at it first.
Have you ever made a turkey sandwich with stuffing on it?
No,
Yeah.
no.
I take rectangular
Wow.
slices of turkey, put a spoonful of stuffing, roll it up, set it in the pan of gravy.
Oh man, my favorite is the seconds at Thanksgiving dinner. You know, after it's been sitting out for like 20 minutes. You know, and everyone's already went through the line once. I'll walk over and I'll grab the rolls that have like the 3 little humps on the top, the pre-made ones that you just
Oh yeah.
Yes.
the ones you just bake that you're already.
Right.
I tear those apart because they tear right open in the middle. You know, whoop, you pull them right open. Fucking piece of turkey, scoop of dressing, and a scoop of potatoes right there. Smack it together, smash it down. About 4 of those on a plate, and I go back and sit down and watch the fucking Detroit Lions lose.
Right. Make sure you say lose.
Yeah.
Yes, mashed taters on a fucking sandwich. You never done that, Stumper?
Oh man.
Hey, MCK. You know what? I didn't even do a fucking, what do you call it? MCK, yeah, another Friday night. You got it, bro. It's Friday night. MCK, how the hell are you? Stump Greenwood. Stumper was in here with us, obviously. Now he's out in the comment section making fun of me, mainly.
All right. If you can hear what's going on,
Trevor Fillmore, how the hell are you, my friend? Great to see you. I'm sorry you guys didn't do a rundown. Big dog, good leather guy. He thought it was funny when I said Cracker Barrel. Well, I'm not a, you know, what do you call it? Gunpowder Beauty wasn't here with us, but now she's outside with the, in the comment section. Who did I miss? Obviously, Miss Alicia Shell and Dish are in here with me. And I think
all right, guys, we're going to
I think
Taco Bell.
I think I got everything.
Okay.
I think I have everybody. Did I miss anybody? Oh, and wait. I did. I'm sorry. SKS Hugo, he was first, ladies and gentlemen.
He said, whatever.
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 Just like
We could hear you, Ohio, if Mike would stop for air. No, I had to do a rundown stuff. I'm sorry. There's more important things around here than fucking him going to fucking Taco Bell.
I haven't been to Taco Bell in a while.
How about my Taco Bell? Oh my god, that's just fucking junk. That's like Taco Bell's got to be the refried beans. That goop that it comes with, and it's just like I think I'd rather suck a dick. No, just kidding. But oh my god, that shit makes me gag.
my head.
Loaded Putin fries, ground burger cheese, curds beef gravy with corn and peas on the top. That sounds fucking awesome. However, Trev, I think this is about ready to blow lunch, and not in a good way. Isn't it funny, Trev, how people kind of just, I can't have my food touching. Oh my god. So now I bitten on my son's 24. All right, he just turned 24 in June. And I say to him, but can you at least do me a favor? What? Can you at least eat the steak first or your ham, whatever he's got, right? Ham or, you know, whatever meat I give him,
Right.
chicken, whatever, right? I says, because there's nothing worse than eating a cold meat. cold steak, cold fucking chicken.
You know what's worse though when watching somebody eat is like my wife. She'll sit there and eat a whole plate of food and not take one fucking drink, man. I don't know how people could do that.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Oh man, I think something
Not only Ohio, not only can I do that, there are only certain drinks I can drink while I'm eating my dinner too.
Yeah, I can't. You know,
Like when I was a beer
I could
drinker,
never drink a beer while I eat
right?
dinner.
Never. I never drank a beer one time. Not even hammered out of my mind. I never drank a beer and washed it down with a beer.
Right. I know. Be drinking beer all day, and then when it comes time to eat, like
Yep.
you got a Pepsi.
Pepsi. Give me a Pepsi. What? You've been drinking? Give me a Pepsi, please.
Right. I
What
can drink
else?
milk sometimes, you know.
But it all depends what food. So
Right.
so I can't drink milk with any type of chicken, and I can't orange juice to me. I really only have orange juice in the mornings.
Yeah. Yeah. Only orange juice with just breakfast. That's it.
What's up? Are you in for the night? Oh, well, you're not going to sleep anytime soon. I can guarantee you that because I'm on my chat. All right. Everything all right? Yeah, you sure? All right. Why don't you get your listen, Bud? Sorry guys. There's blankets right here. Use these ones, not the ones from your sister. All right. Let me see. Let me look at that one. Yeah. No, that's a blanket. Take that. Use that, and you're fine because it's not that. Cause it's warmer tonight than it was last night. You good? All right. And before you go, why don't you go in the fridge and get me what do you call it, and I'll give you a couple of edibles. Well, that's all right. You're still gonna get edibles too, so I can sleep tonight.
Uh-oh,
right?
lightning storm.
I think Ohio is having one too, because one of y'all's got thunder.
Yeah.
Not me.
Yeah, it's raining. Got lightning, thunder.
Yeah, you don't have.
Yeah, you got the warm blanket.
Okay, yeah, it is you.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm looking at the radar.
Don't forget the 2 square pillows go
Radar
here.
love.
I mean the two small pillows. And you can close that, close the sheet there, thingy there, so the light doesn't shine in your eyeballs. The one near my bed, buddy. That with the white thing. Just gently.
Buddy?
No. You can't shut it off. Look at me. Just pull the curtain over a little bit. All right, good. Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
Good.
All right, you good? Okay. Did you want to get the edibles for me? They're in this fridge, aren't they? Huh?
Y'all made me hungry. I'm about to go get me a bag of potato chips.
You had a huge lightning storm on Wednesday. Really, Trevor? I haven't had lightning in... When I was a kid, could not eat everything. Was eating all... Yeah? No, it's just weird. Okay, lock it. Something tells me I'm getting up.
Yeah. Me too, Shalisa. I love a good storm.
Yeah, out in California, it's sunny day, 2 weeks.
Guys, give me one.
In a row, it gets boring. So boring. Why would somebody want sunshine every single day?
Right.
Bring me a wild, crazy Midwestern storm, please. When my dad visit, he thinks he's gonna die because he's not used to it.
In the morning, my wife's going to get a thing that says that I went to Taco Bell, and she's going to be like, what the fuck? Like, what? We're talking about food all night in the chat, and I got hungry. Yeah, our bank sucks. It gives her like an alert on her fucking phone anytime I use the damn debit card.
Oh, yep.
I use a debit card for lunch, and she'd be like, "Was lunch good?"
Yeah.
Did you really spend $17 at Taco Bell by yourself? Yeah.
That's not hard to do nowadays.
No, it's not, man.
My neighbor Debbie was telling me about that today. It was almost $20 for what she bought. She ate almost all of it.
Well, this was $5.19, and I got a fucking burrito.
Wow.
When I left California in 2005, the cost of living out there was astronomical. I mean, $1,200 for a 2-bedroom apartment. The McDonald's was expensive, and now it's like that over here, because just like out there, it was minimum wage was $15 an hour, and ever since we changed it here in Michigan, it's like being out in California again. Everything's $1,200 a month apartments and
Right.
$8 meal at McDonald's. I miss the
Ridiculous.
value meal. It was cheaper to get eat at McDonald's back when they had that dollar value meal than it was to go shopping at the store and make it
You
yourself.
know, a lot of times I'll go to Wendy's because they have that 4 for $4 or the $5 biggie bag.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's a decent lunch. You get like a junior cheeseburger, a small fry, 4 nuggets, and a small drink for $4. And if you go $5, you get like a double stack, 4 nuggets, a medium fry, and like a medium drink for $1 more. So that ain't bad. But yeah, my kids seen the menu. It was like a 1995 menu or something like that from McDonald's on Facebook, and it had like the extra value meals. You got like a Big Mac, quarter pounder, 2 cheeseburgers, or a fish fillet, or something else, and it was like $2.99. You got that. You got the sandwich, the fry, and a drink, all for $2.99.
Wow.
They were like, "That's crazy." And I'm like, "No, it's not. That's what it should be." But it's like $8 now for a value meal. If you want a meal at McDonald's.
Exactly.
Yeah, $10. By the way, this is for Big Dog of the other kind, but it's not maple brown sugar, my brother. It's s'mores.
I don't like the s'mores.
I don't know. Don't tell me how bad they are because they ain't in my mouth yet.
Oh,
Oh,
I
fuck.
like chocolate. That's chocolate. I don't like chocolate on other things. You know what I mean?
Oh, like your mashed potatoes.
Yeah, on my mashed potatoes.
What, buddy? It's better than the potted meat. Yeah, and, dude, shit on a shingle is better than potted meat.
Oh, I love shit on a shingle.
I haven't had that in years, but it still tastes better than fucking potted meat. Fuck, anything tastes better. Fucking mayonnaise on a fucking 200-degree day tastes better than potted meat.
Right.
I just don't want to be around anyone that has meat that is.
Right.
There should be a law that says you gotta warn people after eating it.
Oh, Trev, that's awesome.
Well, how is it, Mikey?
It does taste like a s'more because I think there's marshmallow in here too.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, there is.
But being honest, I'll stick to my blueberry
Right.
on my maple, you know.
Right.
See, now I can't talk about veggies not touching potatoes anymore because Ohio just put himself back in here too.
Oh, yeah, I was disconnected from Wi-Fi, then I pulled back in the driveway, so now I'm connected again.
Yeah. Well, Gunpowder was doing it last night. I'm like, how the hell does it say
Signal.
device not connected? And then she was hooking up herself. And I'm like, how the hell is that happening? But yeah, hey, by the way, I was talking about how you love how your shit touches like your potatoes and shit touching your fucking veggies. Yeah, dishes on your side. Okay.
Yeah, this is just as crazy and fucked in the head as you are.
So you've never taken a chicken pot pie and put it over potatoes?
Oh Lord, no.
What? Ooh, I never even thought of that, Mike. Damn. Just a chicken pot pie right over some mashed potatoes?
Them instant mashed potatoes are nasty, and then they got them.
All depends which ones you get.
It does. It really does.
All depends which ones you get. If you get the no name brand that comes in a big, huge, tall bag like that, it looks like snowflakes. Yes, I agree with you. If you get the like Idaho ones,
Yeah,
can't
the
do it.
Idaho's are pretty good.
Yeah, Idaho's are good. Now they got the flavored ones with the garlic and everything else.
I usually get like the red skin potatoes, the red skin one, Idaho one.
So, Ohio, you just breaking my chops. You've never had chicken pot pie over mashed potatoes?
No, I have not. When we had chicken growing up, dude, if you got chicken pot pie, that's all you got was a chicken pot pie because it had
Oh, no.
everything in it.
Listen to me
Because it
closely.
Because it has everything in it. It's got your chicken, it's got your gravy, it's got your vegetable, it's got your potato in it. Because they got the little chunks of potatoes in them too.
Well, I'll tell you what. Forget the little chunks of potatoes. Get a chicken pot pie. I don't even give a fuck if you buy. I don't even give a shit if you buy a frozen fucking Stouffer's one. Okay, I really don't. Get one of those. Make yourself up some mashed potatoes, right? Right on top of that, dude. Let me tell you something.
Did you say mashed potatoes or mashed?
Mashed.
It sounded like you said mashed potatoes.
No.
Mashed potatoes.
Hey, gig riding 19. How the hell are you, my
Hey,
friend?
gear.
All right, time to go, guys.
No, we ain't going anywhere, gear. Don't you worry about that, buddy.
No, I'm not fucking with you, man. Yeah.
If you want a dinner, that's basically like a fall type winter type.
Well, here's the thing, though, Mike. I grew up, and then it's sad because I grew up this way from my mother, and then I think I married someone who, like, my mom.
We all do.
I think my mom put her up to it, or like knew her from when she was little, or taught something. Because my wife is the same way. Like, okay, so what are you doing for dinner? You know what sounds good? Fried chicken, mashed potatoes, biscuits, and corn. She's like, that's too much carbs, too many starches.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? You got to have a vegetable. I'm like, corn. She's like, no, that's a starch, not a vegetable.
Right.
I'm like, potato. That's starch. It's not a vegetable.
Right.
It's nothing but carbs and starches. And then you're doing fried chicken, which has, the fried batter on it, which is also carbs and starch. So it's like, why would you need mashed potatoes if you have a pot pie? Because the pot pie is starch and carbohydrate. You know what I mean? So it's like, why can't you just let me enjoy my life? Eat something I want.
It's like putting bread on the. It's like putting bread on the table, eating a pasta. You don't. That's like a. It's like a double whammy on starch.
Right, but I do it. There's nothing like
me too.
garlic bread when you're eating spaghetti.
I'm a fucking guinea. Of course, I'm doing it, but
Why the fuck else does Olive Garden have all you can eat breadsticks? It goes with the food. That's why.
Well, but yeah,
I don't have that anymore. By the way, if people, I know you're Italian and you eat real Italian food and not.
Yeah, the Olive Garden is not Italian food, but go ahead.
But I mean, growing up in Ohio, Olive Garden was Italian. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but they used to have like free salad and breadsticks, all you could eat.
Yes.
They don't do that shit anymore.
Stump said, "Hold on, not all non-meat is a vegetable." Fried taters and mustard on bread. Fried taters and mustard. So basically, you put mustard on French fries.
Right.
Can't do that.
Oh my God, my son's dad would do that. Pile up French fries on a plate and just squirt it all over and take a fork. Oh my God.
Here's one for you. You guys ever heard of chili in a cloud?
Chili in a who?
Chili in a cloud.
Chili in a file?
You take your big old bowl, you fill it full of mashed potatoes, and you take the spoon and you push down and you make a big hole in the mashed potatoes like you would for gravy or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you just pour your chili in there.
This just vomited in her
The
mouth.
first time I was like, what the fuck?
Where'd you come up with that?
Chili in a cloud, because the mashed potatoes are like
Right.
fluffy.
I got that part.
Where'd you come up with that idea?
It's my wife's family did it, and I was like, "Are you stupid? Are you crazy? Who puts chili in mashed potatoes?" And my wife goes, "You like chili cheese fries, don't you?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "That's chili over potatoes," and I'm like, "Fuck, it is, isn't it?"
Well,
So I'm like, "Okay, I'll try it." Fucking awesome! I love it. It's one of my favorite meals now.
see, I'm a mashed potato. I could eat mashed potatoes 7 days a week.
Oh, yeah, me too. I'm Irish, so it's like
I can eat
You
mashed
ever had an
potatoes.
Irish 7-course meal, Mikey?
Yeah, 6-pack and a potato.
Yeah, that's right.
I could eat mashed potatoes with my fucking lasagna. You know what I mean?
Stump.
Oh, you smoke better pot than me. I survived off that. Ramen noodles. Hey, let me tell you about the ramen noodles. Saved my life once or twice. In popcorn when I first started staying home by myself. Yeah. Listen. You know what? Actually, my son's sitting right beside me. You guys want mac and cheese for lunch? Yeah. Of course, it's like the Disney thing. It's got what was the little blue and white character? Or hey, what is Natalia's, the little blue and white guy from the Disney there? Jonathan. Did his name begin with an O? I don't know. Anyway, he's not listening to his father. He's not even answering me. He's like, oh, well, I think I'm thinking. Anywho, I'm making the mac and cheese, and it's the little characters, right? It's not the regular. So what do? I boil 2 hot dogs. I split them in half, then quarter them again. Then I dice them up into cubes. Throw them in the fucking mac and cheese.
Oh yeah, that's good.
They thought I was the fucking best cook on the entire fucking
Oh
planet.
yeah, Master Chef Mikey, right?
And so the wife come home and she goes, "Did the boys have mac and cheese? Because they were asking about it this morning." I go, "The boys did have mac and cheese." And I said, "And for a protein, I gave them a hot dog." She goes, "Ooh, hot dog and mac and cheese?" I said, No, hot dog in the mac and cheese." She goes, "What?" I told her what I did.
To make my boys eat hot dogs.
I told her what I did, and I go, "Guess what?" She goes, "What?" "They love it." She goes, "What?" I goes, "They love it." I goes, "You can't be afraid to try new things."
Dude, I used to take a hot dog and I would take one of those, like, what they call a paring knife, the real sharp knives that, and I would cut the bottom of it, like slice it up like halfway, a little bit over halfway up, and like do it like 3 times, and then make like the fucking hot dogs look like octopuses, they have like legs, and I put them on the plate, use some ketchup, put little dots on them, make them some eyeballs. Fucking kids would eat them every time. Now you give them a hot dog and a bun, they wouldn't even fucking touch it. But you make it look like an octopus, that shit was gone.
Trev Fillmore says, "I loved eating at my grandparents'. My grandmother cooked to make it tasty good, not healthy. And there was always a jug of molasses and a loaf of homemade bread and a slab of old cheddar." Oh,
Yummy.
my God, I love old cheddar. And the bread. There's that. Oh, you guys want to hear something funny? I'm out here tonight, and I'm like, "Oh, this is good. This is great. We now have monkeys in the fucking trees in New Hampshire." I'm going, and I'm hearing, "Oh, oh, oh, oh," and I'm like, "Damn, it sounds like a fucking cold rooster."
Big old hoot owl?
Huh?
Hoot owl?
Barred owl. Barred owl. Barred. And the only reason I know that is because I went, owl sounds, and it brought me to YouTube, and it was like the third one in on this video, and I'm like, that's the exact noise. I took my headphones, unplugged my headphones from my laptop, and I jacked up the fucking volume. So see if they can hear the laptop, you know.
Did you piss him off?
No, he was just over my brother's house, like directly over the house. He was in a pine tree, and then the other one was like over in a tree above my trailer. So it was like they're right on top of me. I'm like, fuckers. Now they're to my right, probably, I don't know, 60, 70 yards or so.
Yeah. We had one, and he was huge, dude. He was huge. He was
Wolof, that's his name.
He was in a tree behind our house.
Yep.
And we were all standing in the front yard, like me and my wife and the two kids. And they were like, "What is that?" You could see it because it was in the fall. There was no leaves on the trees, but you could see this big lump, like on the. Like, what the hell is that? So I get in my car, pull out a flashlight. I shine a flashlight on him, and it's a big ass owl. And he didn't like that flashlight on him, man. He got pissed off. He let out a screech, and he like dive bombed at us.
Really?
Oh, dude, they flipped out, ran in the house screaming. They were only like 6 and 8 or something like that, you know? I was like, holy shit, I've never seen an owl do that. I mean, I think my wife's like, you pissed him off when you shone that light in his eyes. But it was a big owl, man.
Yeah.
I seen a red-tailed hawk the other day.
Really?
Just hanging out in my backyard.
We have them all over the place up here.
Yeah. Dude, let me tell you, I lived in the country my entire life almost. And then now we live in the suburbs. There's so much more fucking nature in the suburbs here because, there's no real threat except for getting ran over by a fucking car,
Or cats.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, there's nothing worse than a fucking squirrel that can't make up his mind up when he's halfway across the road.
Oh, what the fuck is wrong with these people? It's like, I'm like, dude, don't do it. You're gonna be road pizza in half a second.
Right.
Yep, you are.
Or when they change their mind like 6 times and they squeak out from underneath the car like, how the hell did he survive?
My sister and I were walking home from a high school football game that we go to, and we're walking on this road, we're on the sidewalk, and it's a side road, so people are only doing like 30 miles an hour. And anyway, this cat's crossing the road. The guy don't see it, and I'm like, cat's getting it. And my sister's like, you are a sick bastard. I go, watch. Sure as fuck, car goes right over it. And my sister's like, oh, that's going to be a mess. And we got to walk by that. The next thing I see is the fucking cat rolled about, I don't know, 5 feet. Does one of these. Like when a dog gets out of the water and he shakes off?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking cat's still in the middle of the road. He's done rolling. He goes, does his little dog shake, and off he goes. And I'm like, how the fuck did he miss that thing?
They're limber.
Dude, I had a Jack Russell for years, little Jack Russell Terrier, and we were sitting in the yard, and he was a dog that when we lived out in the country, he stayed in our yard. We didn't have a fence or anything. He just followed you wherever you went. If he needed to go outside, he'd go to the door. You'd let him outside. He'd go out back, do his business, come back to the door. Never wandered in the neighbors' yards, never crossed the road, And we were just all sitting on the front porch one day, and he was in the front yard, just like chilling in the sun. You know how dogs will lay out in the sun or whatever. And we see this shadow fly over, like a bird, like I don't know if it was a buzzard or what, but he took off after the shadow, whatever it was that was flying overhead.
Yeah.
And it went right out to the road, and that damn dog ran right out in the road, and this car ran his ass over right in front of us. And my wife was like, oh my God, we thought he was dead. And I don't know why he chased that damn shadow, but he went right up underneath the front tire. You heard boom, boom, because he got ran over by both tires. He comes running back up to us like nothing ever happened. I was like, holy shit. So I scooped him up and I took him to the vet. And the vet checked him out and was like, he has no internal damage that I could tell as far as organs. He doesn't whimper or anything when you push on his. It's just like he didn't fucking get phased by it at all. And I was like, he's like, keep an eye on him, and let me know if anything happens. That dog, shit, he lived for like 8 more years after that. But I was like, I thought for sure he was dead, man. I watched him get ran over by both tires. Now, granted, it was like a Dodge Horizon or an Omni or whatever the little cars were.
Right.
But still
a heavy vehicle landing
Bro.
on a little dog.
I don't know how he survived, man.
I had a German Shepherd that used to eat everything, and it's like ate anything and everything. Ate my couches. Oh, he was an asshole. I loved him, but he was an asshole. You know what I mean? Anywho, I used to have a beeper. No, I wasn't a drug dealer.
Oh yeah, everybody had a pager.
And I had a beeper. I got paged, so I call her back. I'm like, "What's the matter?" She says, "This is my ex-girlfriend." She goes, "Hey, we got a problem." I go, "What?" She goes, "Asshole swallowed a bottle of fucking lotion." I go, "What?" She goes, "Asshole swallowed a bottle of lotion." She said, "Are you on your way home?" I says, "Actually, I am." I says, "I'm just leaving the shop now." I says, "I'll meet you over there." We go to the vet. Sure enough, they do a fucking thing, and there's the fucking little bottle of lotion. And I go, "Well, how are we getting that out of there?" And the doctor says, "We're not." I mean, what do you mean we're not? He goes, "He'll pass it." I go, "He'll what?" "He'll pass it." I go, "Without hurting himself?" He goes, "Well, that's what you're going to look for." I mean, what? Hang on. What do you mean? That's what I'm going to look for. He goes, "Well, when he shits, you're going to go out and look at it." I'm like, "Not. That's your job." Anywho, long story short, I think it was the next morning. He goes out in the backyard, and he used to have this thing, right? He'd run around the yard in circles about fucking 20 times. And then he'd fucking set himself up, and he would literally do this with his ass and his whole body.
Yeah.
His tail would go straight up in the fucking air, and he'd squat. I go, "All right, here he goes." And all of a sudden I hear, "Oh!" I go in the house, and I says to the girlfriend, I go, "Hey." She goes, "What?" I goes, "Yeah, because what he just passed." She goes, "How do you know?" I says, "Listen to him groaning. Do you think he's getting laid?" So all of a sudden she hears him. She goes, "Oh, my poor puppy." I goes, "Yeah, why don't you go over there and console him as he's dropping a deuce? That's ought to be good." So she goes, he's done, and he starts walking real slow, and he doesn't look like himself. I'm like, "Ah, fuck, that thing just cut him all up inside. Fuck." So I go over to the pile, and I'm looking, and I get a stick, and I'm making sure there's no blood. And I'm like, all right. So I'm looking at him, and all of a sudden he does one of these with his head. It's like he's sneezing or something. He's just and right back to being an asshole he was. Called the vet. I said, he passed it. There's no blood, blah, blah, blah. He goes, "You sure?" I says, "There's zero blood." He's like, "All right, he'll be fine." I'm like, "Okay." Who the fuck? What fucking dumb ass swallows a fucking hand lotion bottle?
Yeah. Dude, that little Jack Russell got into a whole bag of Reese's, or not Reese's, but Hershey's Kisses.
Ooh,
And
it's
ate
like
the
he's not
whole
dead.
bag. And you know how dogs aren't supposed to eat chocolate or whatever. They're supposed to
No,
be
no
bad.
animal is. Yeah.
So we called the vet, and he's like, "Just keep an eye on him." And he was shitting them fucking little goddamn Hershey flags and aluminum foil for a week.
The wildest story I've heard is someone dumping their grease when they're barbecuing, dump the grease on the freaking rocks, and the dog freaking eat up all them rocks.
Oh. I've seen a dog lick the rocks before, but never eat the rocks.
Trevor hit a moose with a Toyota Corolla. His wife was driving, swerved, and put the moose on the side of my car. Neither one of them got hurt. Fuck. Yeah, oh, by the way,
I had a cow in a Toyota pickup truck one time.
By the way, we have moose in Massachusetts. They're, we can't hunt them because we don't have enough. And, Massachusetts is about as big as a fucking postage stamp. Cross them, please. Or I'll tie them. And, but let me tell you something. And they're a big animal. Even here, they're a big animal. I can only imagine the size of I mean, Trevor's done moose hunting videos and stuff too, but you go take a moose up that way. Oh, they gotta go 1,000 pounds, 1,100 pounds, and that's it's like hitting another car.
Right.
You know what I mean?
God, I tell you what, I was so taken back and then laughed my ass off that I couldn't even be mad at him. My son, he says, "Hey, Dad, have you heard my Nazi knock-knock joke?" And I'm like, "No."
My Nazi
right?
knock-knock joke.
I'm like, "Oh, God, here we go." So he's like,
Sure.
knock-knock. And I'm like, "Who's there?" This asshole smacks me across the face and goes, "Who's asking the fucking questions?" Like in a German. I was like, I wanted to kill him so bad, but man, I started laughing so hard. I was like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, he smacked me right across the face and said that we're asking the questions. And then he showed me where he got it off of some fucking TV show, The Office or something like that. It was like on a Facebook Reel video or something. So yeah, that fucker. I wanted to be pissed so bad, I did, but I was laughing too hard to be pissed because he
So I called Natalia over one day and I said to her, she said something and she goes, I forget how the hell it started. Anyways, I said to her, "Hey, you want to have a contest then?" She was like, "What?" I goes, "Well, we can see who can hit the lightest." She goes, "Oh, I can win, Daddy." I said, "Okay." So she goes, and just touches me, and I do one of these. I lose, right?
Yeah.
So she walks up to her mother about an hour later or something and says, "Mommy, I bet you an ice cream that I can touch you lighter than me." She goes, "Really?" She goes, "I'll bet you an ice cream." So Natalia says, "Mommy, you have to go first." She goes, "Okay." So Gina goes, and Natalia goes, "Bap! I lose, Mommy!" And I'm like, I'm downstairs watching TV, and I hear, "Hey, asshole!" I'm like, "I didn't. What?" I said, "I did that to her like an hour ago." She's, "Yeah, no, she did it to me."
Yeah, why do the mothers always assume that we put them up to it or whatever?
Oh.
Oh my God, my wife got her hair cut today, right? And she got it cut like really short in the back, and then like, I don't know, it's like, it's styled, it looked nice, but
You're not used to it. Go ahead. You can say that.
well, she asked me, she goes, "Does it look like a Karen haircut?" Honestly, does it?
A Karen.
You know what I'm talking about? The Karen haircut?
Yeah.
Dorothy Hamill. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, no.
Did I
I
date
said
myself?
it's longer. You know what I mean? It's
No, I know what you mean.
It's not quite the Karen haircut. It resembles one, right? And
Cross.
we were at Walmart looking. We had to find like stuff for school because school's getting ready to start, so we need like notebooks and everything. And my wife goes, "I can't believe they don't have any like notebook paper. They don't sell notebook paper anymore, like loose leaf. It's all like in a spiral or something. You can't find just like remember like the package of paper?
Right.
Yes.
Can't find that shit nowhere." She's like, "I can't believe they don't sell that anymore. This is ridiculous." And my son goes, "Are you gonna ask to speak to the manager?" Oh shit, dude. She looked at him like she was going to take him out of this world, and he was cracking up. She's like, It is a Karen haircut, isn't it? It is. It is. It's a Karen haircut.
Well, Gina, when I met Gina, we were about 15, and she had hair about 3 inches from the fucking spine. That's how long it was. And when we started dating, it was higher. It wasn't as long, but it was maybe 5 inches shorter than where it was the last time I saw her. So and so for the longest time, she kept saying, "I think I'm gonna get a haircut." I'm like, "Yeah, whatever, get a haircut." And she goes, "Can I get my haircut?" I go, "Yeah, as long as you don't cut it short, you can do anything you want." She goes, "What do you mean, as long as I don't cut it short, I can do anything you want? I can do anything I want." I goes, "Don't fucking cut your hair short." She goes, "You shave your head." I go, "So? That's me." I said, "One of the things that attracted me to you was your long hair." She goes, "So you tell him?" I goes, "Listen to me closely. I will sleep on the fucking couch until it grows back." And she just looked at him. She goes, "Are you serious?" I go, "Do not cut your hair short." I go, "I don't, I says, I leave the goatee for you, whatever." I says, "I know occasionally I'll shave it, but," I says, "do not cut that. Please do not cut your hair short." She goes, "Okay, I won't." I don't know, maybe a month later or something. I come home. Her hair is just about touching the top of her shoulders. And I fucking wigged out. I'm like, "What the fuck?" I goes, "Who did that?" She goes, "Tracy." I get right on Facebook. I go, "No longer talking to you. Just an FYI. Bloop.
Yeah.
I seen her down at Papuana practice because my son played Papuana with her kid. And she goes, "Are you really mad at me?" I go, "Why would you cut somebody's hair that short?" I said, "She's never had her hair that short. I mean, maybe when she was like 5, but you know what I mean? Really?" She said you were going to freak out. I goes, "Freak out ain't the word for it. Now I'm going to sleep on the couch till it grows back." And I'm on the couch, right? And she goes, "You really going to do this?" I'm really going to do it. As I asked you not to do it. And then she's like, "Oh, come on." I'm like, "Oh, whatever." But it took me forever to get used to that fucking haircut.
Yeah.
It'd be like Dish getting a fucking, it'd be like
Right.
anybody changing something that you know what I'm saying? It's
Right
like,
on.
I told her, I says, "I think I'm going to start in the morning using your mascara now." She goes, "Why?" I says, I'm going to stop putting mascara on my goatee because I don't like looking at the gray. She goes, "Why would you do that?" I says, "The same reason you cut your hair." "Oh, leave me alone." Even now, it's not long now anymore. It's not as long as it was. It's maybe, I don't know. It's just off her shoulder, probably right about here or whatever. An arm's not even an arm's reach. Fingers reach over the top of the shoulder, but still, it's not as long as, I don't know. Now my daughters are threatening me to get a whiffle. "I'm gonna get a whiffle, Daddy." I says, "Knock yourself out. Do whatever the fuck you gotta do." As I wish I had hair like that. If I fucking had hair like that, I look like fucking Fabio. Because I would dye it blonde, and I would look just like that motherfucker. I look just like him anyways. You know what I mean? Let's face it. I didn't think there was 2 good-looking guys in the world, but there is. It's me and Fabio. "We don't have to buy school supplies anymore. We get $40 for the school and all this stuff." Yeah, that's awesome. I know what you mean, Mike. My wife wants a breast reduction. I'm not happy about it.
We go
Right
to
on,
Walmart,
Trev.
They have everything the boys need for because they're in high school now, so they just need like pens and pencils
Right.
and paper and some folders. They don't need
Cross the other way.
They don't need 50 glue sticks and all that bullshit, so it was like they had folders for 24 cents, you know, pencils for 98 cents. You know, so we got out of there pretty damn cheap. I think it was like $30 for every fucking thing for 2 boys.
Yeah, thankfully I don't have to worry about that shit.
I just can't think of said.
I just thankfully I don't have to worry about that shit, but I do have to worry about buying fucking what do you call it? They're not laptops. They are called what?
The Chromebooks.
Yes.
Our school provides the Chromebook, but you have to buy like a backpack or carrying case that it's protective. You know what I mean?
No. But they get them back at the end of the year. You know what I mean?
These were each like my freshman just got his, but my senior has had his for 4 years. He turns it in like a couple times a year for like updates and shit. But he kept it all summer. He's had it since he was a freshman.
I hear you there, Gear says $40 for school supplies. Not having to go shopping yourself sounds like a deal to me. Amen to that.
Yeah.
There is nothing worse than shopping for school. Oh, it's the worst time of year to ever to go walk into a store, go shopping for any type of clothing article, because everything is fucking tossed everywhere. It's worse than Christmas, I swear to God. You know.
Hey, Mike.
Then you gotta listen to all the bratty kids. Mommy, I don't want that. I don't like that. What's up, kid?
No, nothing personal, but I'm falling asleep. I gotta get.
All right, listen. Well,
you're boring as hell, Mike. That's what you're trying to say.
Well, thank you for joining us on such short notice.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
Have a good night.
Enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you. Bye-bye. I can find you.
She lasted longer than Stevie did.
It lasted longer than Stevie did. I know, Gia. Tell her it's early yet, Gia. You know what that means, Gia? She's getting old.
She's getting old. You're
Think
terrible.
about it. Think about it. Shalisa was tired, so she left, and that's fine, right? Stevie never showed up because he was tired.
Yeah. Oh my God, this stupid thing. It said how celery was invented. I'd like to be able to bite water with hair in it.
Oh.
Right. The celery. I was like, it took me a minute to get it. I'm like, bite water with hair in it. I'm like, oh yeah, it's fucking just water. It has no taste. And then it's got all those strings in it when you bite in the celery.
Yeah, but you're supposed to peel it first.
You still have that.
Yeah, you do, I guess. I hate celery in soup. Fucking hate it. And my wife all the time, she'll make sure she puts fucking 4 stalks of celery in the fucking soup this fucking big. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. And she's like, what's the matter? I go, it's way too much celery. But I like it, as I know, obviously. You know, I don't mind it. It's just don't be like overbearing with it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, anybody ever have any Indian food? You ever go to an Indian restaurant?
Dude, one time I had Indian food, and I've never been, since.
I went.
I don't like hot food, and I know you can get stuff that's not hot, but
it's so over the top.
Like fucking eating lava.
Yeah, it's so over the top. It's just. So I went in and I asked the girl. I says, "Okay, listen, I've never been in here. I was told to try this dish, and I tried to pronounce it. She started laughing. She goes, I know which one you mean." I said, "Okay." I said, so here's the thing. Do you have like a beginners in that? She started laughing. She goes, I can make it to where it's spicy, but not enough that's going to make your eyes water. How's that? And I go, that'd be great. because I don't mind if it's spicy. But I still at least want to taste the food that you cooked. Why would all I want to taste is all the spices? That's like,
Right.
it makes no sense to me, you know? So that wasn't that bad, to be honest with you. And don't even ask me what it is because I can't pronounce it. That wasn't that bad. I went back to a different Indian restaurant and I got something different. And I asked the girl, I said, this isn't super hot. She goes, no, not super hot. I'm like, okay. It was like on a scale of 1 to 10, and 10 being the hottest, it was like a 10 over and above Tabasco sauce.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, but now I can't taste what I'm eating. This sucks. This blows.
Right.
I said to the girl, says, you didn't eat. I go, oh, I took a couple of bites. I says, but I can't. I says, I asked you if it was hot. You said no. I go, I can't even taste what it is. I says, the spices are just too overbearing, you know? I'm like, come on. Are we good over there? All right. You should probably put that down and go to sleep now. That'd be a great idea. Thanks, big guy. Give it to me so it doesn't make its way onto the floor. All right. Celery and cheese whiz, Trevor says.
You know what's weird? Is I'm sitting here looking at my icon, and it's my, the banana magazine.
Not
Right.
anymore. But go
But
ahead.
but on YouTube, it's just a white circle.
It's a white circle. It's a white circle on StreamYard too. Gear grinding. One of my favorite snacks right there. Celery and peanut butter. But I got to peel the shit out of it first. I've never had celery and cheese whiz.
I like celery and peanut butter. I like celery and cream cheese.
Celery and cream cheese is good.
That's what Gear said.
But peanut butter is my favorite. Peanut butter is definitely my favorite on celery.
I like taking salami and putting cream cheese in it and rolling it up.
Oh, that's so good.
I've never had that, but it sounds wrong.
No, it's good with pepperoncinis too.
You put the pepperoncinis in there?
Yeah, with cream cheese and then the salami over it. It's really good.
So you take a pepperoni.
Yeah.
You dip it in the sour cream, and then you roll it in a salami.
Well, you take the salami and you spread the sour cream on it, and then you put your pepperoncini in the middle, roll it up, and eat it. It's really good.
I'll have to try it.
It's really good.
I've never heard of it, but I will have to try it. I've never peeled celery. Trevor, I have to because like Ohio was saying earlier, because it's so stringy.
Right.
You just take a potato peeler and start from the, I cut my white, I cut the stalk, I cut the white off and everything. And then I'll start from the top like I'm peeling a carrot and just get it down to a certain thing. And then, because you'll see it'll go from dark green to like light green. And then that's when I usually stop. And then I'll cut it up. I like to cut them up in like pieces like this. And then if it's my peanut butter jar, I just do this. Dish would have a stroke because it's not,
Stroke.
But if it's my peanut butter jar, no knife needed, just whoosh. If it's somebody else's peanut butter jar, I take the butter knife, do it the right way. Well, not the right way, other people's way.
Other people's way.
I am gonna have to try that though. I've never tried it. Ow! And I can eat a fucking jar of fucking pepperoncinis in one sitting. So I wish I could grow those myself, but
right.
I know people that grow these different exotic hot peppers, and then they dry them out, and I'm like, why do you dry them out? I thought they were supposed to just once they're, because like the green bell peppers that my wife cooked in her, well, I'd say garden, but it's more of a flower pot.
Hmm.
But she's got like 6 of them. But anyways, point is, she got peppers that were really nice. They were like this long, this big around, and so she's already harvested like 4 of them, and she still has like 4 more growing. But she stuffed them, and I'm really not a stuffed pepper guy because usually with stuffed peppers it's rice, and I'm like, thank you, nope. But it wasn't. It was some recipe she saw or somebody told her or whatever, and it was really good. It was really good. I was
That was
impressed.
good.
I was impressed. You know, where'd Ohio go now? Do we lose him again?
I'm here.
Oh, there you are. Okay. Well, sometimes it where it glitches. I don't know if, like when Gunpowder Beauty was on earlier, and she roboted. But there's a fucking. I'm looking out the window. There's a fucking moth the size of my fucking head. That fucking thing had goggles on it, or it should have.
Right.
Holy shit! Was that? I'm like, is that a bird? At this hour of the night? And I'm looking at it, well, that's a. It's got to be the biggest fucking moth I've ever seen in my life. My God, it went crazy this year. Yeah, I saw that on the video. Fuck it, Trevor. If he's working your garden, that's fine by him. You know? But it looks great. Gage has if you guys haven't seen it, Trevor put out a video on his garden a couple weeks back. And so I guess at school, the kids had a planter grow or whatever. And Gage, Trevor's son, did a sunflower.
Oh, cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yep.
And it grew, and even Trevor said, because Trevor's not a small guy. Trevor's a tall guy, and the sunflower's now taller than him. It's huge. It's nice.
Dude, we had some sunflower seeds, not like the ones you eat, but the ones you buy.
Right.
And I just tossed them. I just tossed them over next to the shed, and said, if there's a will, there's a way. Right, here you go. The next year, those damn things came up, and they were so thick. There's probably about 30 sunflower seeds, and they were towering over the shed. I mean, 8-9 foot tall and huge. These things. I mean, I was like, man, it's the worst thing we ever did, because this thing, we had to hack them down, get rid of all the. I mean, those things are like, the flowers themselves are like as big as a steering wheel, you know?
Yes.
Right.
No, they definitely get big. You know.
Can't grow anything else like that. I throw corn out and everything. Well, you know what? I do have. The neighbor here likes to give corn, like the corn on the cob or whatever, like
Yep.
to the squirrels. And it's like every week I go to mow the grass, and I run over little corn stalks just all over like one here, one there, So the corn's growing from the squirrels.
Now, do you think that the squirrel minds if he ate a thing of corn? Do you think he like eats the corn and then runs over to the potato field and grabs the potato? Or do you think he mashes his shit together and eats it all at once?
He probably mashed the shit all together, yeah.
I'm just asking for dish.
He'll grab a potato and take it over and bury it in the same hole that he just buried the corn.
Oh, really?
So it's touching there.
It's touching there too.
Yeah.
I'm just checking.
We got a hummingbird feeder and then like a bird feeder, and the squirrels the little fuckers were able to get you know what a shepherd's hook or whatever, like the metal shepherd's hook.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so
It's called shepherd's staff. Go ahead.
is that what? Well, we call them shepherd's hooks.
I got you. It's a staff, but go ahead.
Them
That's what we call
squirrels were climbing that shit and getting to the seeds. So I went out with some Vaseline and just
Fucked them
Vaseline the
all
hell
over.
out of them. They try to climb it now. They got Vaseline all over. They're slick as hell. They can't get
So Trevor said he's 6'3" and he can't touch the top of those sunflowers.
Oh
Wow.
yeah.
He
So
said
they're
he's going to
probably
do it.
8-9 foot too. Yeah.
He said he's going to do another update on the garden and one on Gage's goalie camp, which is cool.
I don't get notifications for his videos.
So here's what you got to do sometimes with that. You have to go, if you go to his page,
Mhm.
right, unsubscribe from him,
Yeah.
then subscribe to him, and then hit the notifications
The
bell.
notification bell.
I had to do that. I had to do that with a bunch of people.
Okay.
You know whose video isn't coming across anymore for me? And here's a
Who?
weird one. Craig, well, meet me outside, Craig Dweller.
Oh, sure.
And I've been seeing his videos for fucking years.
I don't get Stevie's.
Wow.
It's a fucked up thing on why we're
Yeah.
not getting our
And then
stuff.
I'm subscribed. I've got the notification bell done. You know,
Oh, I
and
stand
what he'll
up.
do is he'll post it on Facebook too.
Yeah.
And
Right.
that's how I noticed it. I was like, oh, he's got a new video out. You know.
Sorry guys, I have to stand up. My back
That's
is
okay.
fucking killing it. But it's just weird how they don't. And this is why every time they're teasing you about Dish, they're teasing you about doing a video or whatever. And
Yeah.
I'm like, did she do a video I didn't see?
No.
Because it's just it sucks. Like I just noticed that I missed Stevie's. I don't know if I didn't get the notification, so I don't want to say I didn't. But I went because I put in Stevie's homestead and all that
Mm-hmm.
to see if he was doing a chat tonight, because I was already on YouTube because I was looking at the owl, listening to the owl sounds there. So I didn't see the I didn't get the notification from the other night, and I'm like, what the? But I don't know. I get unsubstantiated to other people's channels a lot. Really?
Yeah, I get unsubbed. Have you ever noticed, like, you'd be like, man, I haven't seen a video from such and such in a while, so you take to the channel and you're like, I'm not even subbed
Right.
anymore.
No, it's weird.
You know what? It's like Facebook. When you're on Facebook and you're like, man, I haven't heard from him in a while, and you type his name in and it says add friend, you're like, well, that motherfucker.
Right.
Fuck him then. I have so many people that used to be friends with. My wife goes, well, do you blame them? Because I post some crazy shit on Facebook. You guys know that.
Oh, I've had messages from relatives, and they instant message me, and they would say, Mike, I can't follow you anymore because you're saying this. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
and they're like, well, I don't mean to be a dick, and and I'm like,
well, bye.
Okay.
That's the way I feel about it. Well, bye.
And they're like, well, I says, okay. So a couple weeks back, we're up here on one of my brother's lot. We're all shooting the shit. And a couple of those cousins were here. And they were talking about, I posted something and everybody was laughing. He's like, what did you post? I said, whatever I posted, apparently they thought was funny. And they said, oh, we don't see it as, well, that's because you don't follow me anymore, remember? Well, I should still be able to see your thread. Like not when you unfollow me and what do you call it, me? You're not going to see it. But to me, I don't I don't lose. It's like I told them. I'm like, guys, I don't care. You know,
Right.
and they're like, how can you not care? I goes, because I don't.
Right. I don't know. Somebody deleted me as a friend and that was in my family or whatever. And my wife's like, "Have you seen such and such posts?" I'm like, "No, we're not friends on Facebook." And she's like, "Why not?" I'm like, "I don't know. You don't like?" She unfriended me. I was like, "Probably because of shit you post." I was like, "So, fuck her. You just gonna say fuck her to family?" I'm like, "Yeah, I don't give a fuck. That's just because you're related by blood don't mean you're fucking a good person."
Right. True that.
Yeah, she's my wife's all about family. You know, family this, family that. Family's very important. Yeah, that's great. Family is important, but if my family's a piece of shit, then I cut them out of my life.
Right.
You know? I don't. She's like, I just can't believe you just cut family out of your life. I'm like, here's the thing: do stupid shit, go to prison, whatever you do. I'm cutting you out of my life. I don't want your fucking drama in my life.
True.
You know. And just because I posted a gun thing or something that I made fun of fucking Joe Biden, you want to unfriend me?
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah, it's usually because of politics or something like that.
Right.
Well, that's what mine was. Mine was
I
all
kind of
politics.
lay off the politics now, but
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
sorry if it's fucking funny, it's funny. If it's
Yeah.
if it's Joe Biden shitting himself and falling down some fucking steps, I'm posting it because that shit's funny to me.
I expect them. I expect people to unfriend me when I get a meme with my name attached to it. Highlighted, whatever you want to call it. Is it, what do you call that? Attached, whatever.
We're gonna tag you.
Yeah, somebody tagged me in it and it says "Roll Tide." Okay,
Yeah.
and I expect those that can't laugh with that
Right.
to get pissy. But Jesus Christ, I put the fucking puppet of fucking. But I've always said that. As soon as Biden started running for president, I go, hey, remember the fucking puppet guy, comedian? He's got a fucking puppet, looks exactly like fucking Biden.
Oh yeah, he does. You're right.
And they're all like, oh my God, you're fucking right. And so of course now it's all over fucking Facebook, right? And so I put it on there. I'm like, look, twins. And people are getting mad. I goes, how can you get mad? It's like a mirror image. And I'm being serious. And they think I'm breaking balls. I'm like, no, I'm being dead serious. That's a mirror image that's a cartoon. Like when you're on Facebook, you can do like the images of yourself in a cartoon form. I goes, that is like picture perfect. I said, that is him to a T.
Jeff Dunham's puppet.
That's not nice.
How many times when you see that I tag you or I post on your Facebook, do you cringe before you open it up?
Oh, I laugh. My wife says, oh, somebody tagged you in the thing. I says, yeah, who? And she goes, Steve. And I go, oh, don't touch it yet. And she goes, why? Is there going to be something I shouldn't see? He goes, oh God, no. I said, he's not going to post something like that. I said, but you may not like it, so let me look first.
Yeah, Gina would have definitely unfriended me by now, right?
Well, she understands that, he's not the fucking brightest light bulb on the fucking tree, right? But she's got a heart on the other side, because when he's stumbling with his words, because he does legitimately have a stutter, I guess, and his whole life, I guess, he's been working with it, which is fine. I get it. I'm not going to make fun of somebody that stutters, because to me that's just rude. But it's like I say to her, I go, hon, it's like, when people were shitting all over Trump, she goes, yeah. I goes, they're doing the same thing to him. I go, and this is what I'm talking about. If people can shit on one, right, they have to be able to.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander, right?
Because you got to be able to shoot shit on the other one.
Right.
And she goes, well, you shit on Trump, and I says, yeah, I just told the truth, though, honey.
Well, it's like
but
late night hosts. on these late shows or whatever, comes on after the news, the talk shows or whatever.
Mm.
And when Trump was president, all they did was fucking rag on him. But they don't. Maybe once or twice they've made fun of Biden. That's it. And you could write a whole fucking script on making fun of Biden, but they don't.
You're right. And I said to her, I go, he is comedian material right there. And she's like, yeah, but why is it? I says, who knows why? It's been like that since the day of time, I go, people made fun of Bill Clinton. They made fun of fucking George Bush. They made fun of George Bush Sr.
Yeah.
They made fun of Reagan. Honey, it's what they do. I says, but the thing is that all of a sudden, today's day and age, if you make fun of somebody, it's like the world's coming to a crashing halt. I says, but some people can make fun of like Trump, which is fine. He's fucking bulletin board material too. I go, but if you can laugh and make fun of Trump, you can laugh and make fun of Biden.
You know what kills me? Some of these people are so damn woke that if you're not exactly what is being portrayed in the movie, then people get mad. You know what I mean? They don't realize that people are actors and they act. It's like, have you seen the movie with Kevin Hart and Bryan Cranston? Do you know who Bryan Cranston is?
I don't. I know who Kevin Hart is though.
Okay, Bryan Cranston was the dad on Malcolm in the Middle, and he was like Breaking Bad. He was the drug guy, the teacher in the Breaking Bad TV show.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Okay. There was a movie where Bryan Cranston played like a millionaire, like paraplegic. And it was based on a true story. And Kevin Hart was like somehow he got hired as like a home health care aide or whatever that would stay with him and take care of him and stuff. And he had like no experience at all and was just needed a job, and he got the job. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, but these two guys created a relationship, a friendship with each other that was just awesome. But people actually gave Bryan Cranston a hard time because he's not a paraplegic, but he was playing one in a fucking movie.
Oh, for the love of fucking
And it's
God.
like, what? It's like, okay, I understand. I will say, if you're making a movie about Harriet Tubman, maybe the actress who plays Harriet Tubman
Best better be black.
should probably be black and not like Sandra Bullock or some shit like that. You know what I
Right.
mean? I will say that. But if you're playing, because it's called acting, people, he's acting like he's a paraplegic, or it's just like.
Well, Christopher Reeve did it.
Old westerns. I love watching these old westerns, like on the classic TV shows.
Yep.
Because all the Indians are just white guys with like bronze
Yeah.
on the face or whatever.
Right.
That shit would never go down today.
Yeah, you know why?
He's stealing. He's cultural appropriation or whatever.
Because they wouldn't allow the Native Americans to be fucking movie stars.
Yeah, but going as far as to saying, Dish Bronson, is not an amputee, so why is she playing one in this movie? You know what I mean?
Right.
She has both of her arms. There's no way.
No, I hear you.
Portray this person in this movie. They should have got an amputee to play this person.
No, you're right.
We should start a fucking
Cross.
fuss about Gary Sinise having legs and playing with him.
Yes.
Be like, and
I
then
need a
because
Pepsi, I'll be right back.
Tom Hanks is so woke and shit, we should cancel Tom Hanks for being in a movie that didn't have a real Vietnam veteran with no legs to play the part.
Right.
Just fucking cancel his ass. He ought to be ashamed of himself as being him. You know, Tom Hanks should be ashamed of himself for playing Forrest Gump when he's not actually retarded or what. Oh wait, can't say
True.
retarded anymore. What is it? Mentally handicapped or challenged or something?
Yes.
When I say retarded, I usually don't mean somebody with a handicap.
Right. Exactly.
I call someone retarded when they're just fucking stupid, you know? Because people with mental handicaps aren't stupid, you know? They might be slow, but they're not all
True.
stupid.
Right.
But, you know, if you're 29 years old and smoking meth and crack and living under a fucking bridge, and you're fucking retarded.
True.
There's no other way to say it, really. Okay, let's cancel Tom Hanks. All right, everybody, send emails. Tom Hanks.
Yep.
All 12 people watching the chat. How many people are watching the chat right now?
Let's see. We've got 10 right now.
10. See, I was going. I had to. See, I can never portray
What's
a mathematician in a movie. That's it, Mike. We're going to do campaign. We're canceling Tom Hanks.
Well, what?
We're going to cancel Tom Hanks.
Okay.
We're going to be woke.
Trevor said I have family I can't stand. Here's a story I never told on here. I hired my uncle as a contractor to build my new home. He took me for 60 grand. Could have tried taking him to court, but was out of money.
Yeah, just because they're family don't mean they're good people, man.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Dude, I got
I'll tell you what.
Friends that I would call before I called people in my family.
So
if I need help or something, you know.
Now here's the difference between, and Trevor, obviously I'm not poking fun at you, bro, so don't take it this way. But here's the difference between a Canadian and an Italian American. That motherfucker would have been fitted with a pair of concrete fucking shoes and swimming with the fishes.
Swimming with the fishes.
60 large. That's a lot of fucking dough.
Yeah.
You know. That's a lot of dough. You know. I hate this weak shit. Funny thing is, the Charlottetown Theater in PEI had a Japanese girl to play Anne of the Green Gables, a freckled faced and red-headed white girl. All the lip tots are loving it.
Yeah, well, like they remade Annie, you know, and it was a little black girl playing Annie, and
well, they had to because there was a little white girl playing. They couldn't have that, so you know you have to fucking.
But I'm sorry. I mean, you know, there's definitely roles you can recast. You can definitely recast some roles. But Little Orphan Annie has always been a redheaded girl. That's part of her being Little Orphan Annie. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to figure out. I said to my wife, I don't know, a few months back. I'm trying to figure out when they're going to come out with the black version of fucking the Brady Bunch. And she goes, "You're just mean,
dude. There's too many jokes right there.
I know, right?
I can't touch it.
No, but it's just like. But I totally agree with you, right? So it's like even different genders, right?
Right, like 007 is going to be a female now or something. What the fuck?
You know, just leave it the way it is. It's like
right.
it's not that a female can't be a 007. Nobody's saying a female can't. It's just that's what it is.
Well, no.
Okay, it is.
A female can't be a 007 because there's only one 007. That's James Bond.
All right, so
she
you
can
can't
be 009 or
009
something, but she's
or what was what's her name's handle? 69, and I'm not even being funny. 99. 99. Get Smart.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
What was his? What was the? Remember the chick in Get Smart?
Dude, I didn't watch Get Smart.
All right, but no, seriously. There's roles that only like okay, so I'll bring it to sports. Doug Wilson, quarterback of the fucking I'll say Washington Redskins because at
Oh,
the
back in the
time,
day, beat the Denver Broncos in the Super
back
Bowl.
in the day, he was on. It was called the Redskins, so that's what I'm going to say. So don't
Right.
jump all over my ass, you two people. Beats the Denver Broncos and wins the Super Bowl. If they did a movie on, because I believe he was the first black quarterback to win a Super Bowl. I believe.
He might be, yeah, as far as I
Okay.
can remember.
So if they did a movie on him, would I star as the fucking quarterback as Doug Wilson? No.
No.
You know what I mean? It's just like you just.
Well, I mean, it's like they were talking about. I forget the actor that they were going to have play. It was a black actor was going to play the next Superman. I'm like, just leave it alone, Superman. You know, sorry that he's a white guy, but he's been white since like 1930 or whatever when Superman was created. You know,
It's like the Lone Ranger and Tonto. You gotta make the Lone Ranger black or Hispanic or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And they're gonna make Tonto an Italian guy. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's like.
Well, I mean, Johnny Depp did play him, so that's kind of
Yeah,
some
well,
more shit there.
You know, but it's like you look. I have no problem with what you're doing and what the point that you're trying to get across. Okay, I have a problem when you try too hard.
You know what? I don't even have an issue if you come out with a Marvel movie where the superhero is either gay or lesbian or something like that. I don't even have an issue with
Right.
that. What I have an issue with is taking a character that we've known for 50 years and then turning them gay.
Correct.
You know?
Well, it's like Bert and
Like,
Ernie.
oh,
You know
look at
that.
this,
You know
fucking
those motherfuckers.
Batman's gay now. You know, you're like, no,
Well,
Bruce Wayne fucking he was a ladies' man, you know?
I think Bert and Ernie were.
I'm pretty sure Bert and Ernie were gay, yeah.
Yeah, and they never changed their clothes. You know, the fucking dirty scumbags.
They probably smelled like rotten feet and patchouli.
Yeah, they never changed. They never changed their clothes. You ever see them change their clothes?
Yeah.
I haven't seen them change their clothes.
You know, and they were talking about Sesame Street's first homeless character or whatever, and I'm like, wait a minute, fucking Oscar the Grouch lived in a goddamn trash can.
Absolutely.
Right?
You can't get no more homeless than that shit.
and you can't get any more homely looking than Snuffleupagus. But
Yeah.
nobody ever gave a shit. You know, you had Big Bird trying to bring everybody together. But you know, it's just
Big Bird had that big ass nest in the alley.
you know.
Right.
Then you had an old guy. You had an old guy in the neighborhood who was the count. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like he was the oldest one on there. You know, so can you have a count be like fucking 20? No, you had an old guy with a fucking what do you call it? Fucking Colonel Klink fucking eyeglass
Yeah,
thing.
I can't remember, man.
You know, one, two.
3 hits from the bong.
You know, and it's like
that goes back.
just like the Corvette, put the engine in the back. It's not a Corvette anymore. Amen to that, kid.
Ooh, I don't know.
That's let me tell you something.
Yeah,
They changed the Corvette.
I see what you're saying, but I do love those mid-engine Corvettes, man.
Those Corvettes now look like they're trying to make them look Lamborghinis
like a Ferrari.
Or a Ferrari. They took away the vet look, and that was the dumbest thing. It's kind of like the Jaguar. They took the long nose of a Jaguar and shortened it, made it look like a fucking Hyundai.
Well, they took a fucking Mustang and turned it into an electric SUV. Have you seen those fucking things?
Unbelievable what they're doing.
It's crazy.
You know, they took Cadillac, an absolute giant, fucking beautiful fucking car, and made it the size of my fucking 2007 Saturn Aurora. You know what I mean? It's like some things that should just be left alone. Now you can't even buy it. You have to pay extra. You have to pay extra to get an 8-foot bed in a pickup truck. It was It was standard when you bought a fucking truck off the lot. It came standard 8-foot bed. You know, and
what's standard now? 6-foot bed,
6, 4, whatever. But it ain't an 8. You got to pay extra for an 8. You know why? They want to downsize. They want you not to leave a blueprint. They don't want you to use too much gas.
I'll tell you what.
Fucking asshole.
I just got a new vehicle. Well, actually,
no more Hyundai?
Well, I still have the Hyundai. It's going to go to the kids.
I was going to say, you got to leave it to one of the boys, right?
Both of them. They're both going to get their license about the same time because my oldest one has been like dicking around and not worried about getting his license.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So the oldest one caught up, and then the youngest one caught up with him.
Right. No, I knew what you meant.
Yeah. He at 15 and a half, you're allowed to get your temps here.
Yeah.
So he's like getting ready to get his tips, and my oldest one's like realized that if he doesn't get, because no matter how it works out, if my oldest one either waits till he's 18 and gets his license, or he goes through driver's ed and gets his license, you have to have your temps for 6 months before you can test for your license. So therefore, he has to wait 6 months to get his license. Well, in that time frame, my other kid can get his temps and his license, but he's a month behind on their birthdays, right? So it doesn't matter. The oldest one's going to get his license first, unless he fails. Unless he fails the driving part, and then the youngest one takes it a month later and gets his license first. So they're in a competition. Like they think whoever gets their license first gets this car. You know what I mean? They don't realize they're sharing that bitch. You know what I mean?
Sharing it. It's a family vehicle. It's not yours. It's a family vehicle.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be theirs. It's it's a 2013 Hyundai. I mean, it needs some work. We're going to do some work on it here in a little bit. And, I told him, I said, you guys can, clean it out all you want, wash, wax it, do whatever, vacuum it,
I apologize.
Put whatever stupid stickers you want to put on the damn thing, put on it. You know what? You know how kids are and their damn stickers on their bumper and shit. So, but my wife, she's got a Honda now. And then I have a Chevy Equinox. I just got the Chevy Equinox, whatever the hell it is. But
hey, potato. Use people are all making fun of me.
Where was I going with this? There was a reason why I brought this up because we were talking.
I don't know. It's right. You'll land the plane soon. Don't worry about it.
We were talking about how he said it was an option,
The plane will land.
Yeah, who knows? Damn it.
Oh, I got rigatoni. I can have that tomorrow.
But just car shopping and looking at shit. Like, it's like, okay, so the trim level or whatever that I got, the passenger seat's not electric. The driver's seat is. It's got like 10 positions and all this, and heated seats, and this thing does so much shit that I don't even know what it does yet. There's so much shit. I find something new every day that it does. They
don't even like the passengers. And I swear to God, they don't.
But here's the thing: if you wanted a Equinox with the front passenger seat that did the same as the driver's seat, it was a different trim level, which raised the price to like fucking $6 more grand. And you're just like, what?
Yep.
Like, wait, it's got everything this one has except for the front passenger seat's not electric, and I'm saving $6 grand. Okay. Wait, the one that's not $6 grand more has a couple more things that the other one doesn't have. What? It's like their options don't even fucking make sense anymore.
Oh.
It's like you have to buy this package to get, heated seats and a rear camera and lane assist and all this other shit. But if you buy this package and it's cheaper, you get all that, but you don't get,
Well,
some other stupid thing. It's
my
just,
my thing is, if you need lane assist to drive a vehicle, please don't get behind the wheel.
yeah. This one does not have
I think that's the biggest. That the backup camera. My daughter's got a backup camera, and I got her
Well,
used. I forget what year it is.
everything since like 2000, I think 2016 and up, all have backup cameras now. I think that was
Yeah.
some type of.
My daughter has a
requirement.
backup camera on her Rogue. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I looked at the Rogues, the Nissan Rogues. I looked at them. They weren't big enough for me.
Don't buy them. But I'll tell you why in a minute. She's using a backup camera, so she's like this. Oh, hey, honey. She goes, well. I go, the backup camera is good for something that's from bumper, the width of your bumper, and then behind you. She says, yep. Now, what about your rear passenger's door where you don't see the kid running down through the parking lot to get away from his mother, and now you're going to back into him?
Right, yeah.
What about the kid on the bicycle that's zooming through fucking cars in the parking lot, and now you don't see him?
Backup cameras are good for like after you've already established where you're backing into, and then you want to ease it all the way up to the garage door without hitting the garage door.
Yep. Because I've done that right through the fucking thing. So back to the Nissans. My daughter's Nissan Rogue. $4,000. Their transmissions aren't transmissions.
Oh,
It's a part. Okay. So in other words, for those that know what I'm talking about, it being a transmission, it doesn't have a bell housing and all that. There isn't like a specific thing there where you can take off and then order that part and do it. It's all one thing, and only Nissan has it. $4,000. Good luck. My thing, don't buy a Nissan, because all of them are like that. It happened to their Ultimates, it happened to their Rogues, it happened to their Muranos, it happened to all of them. So, just saying.
Yeah, the thing is, if you get on the internet and start looking at like what's wrong with all these cars, you wouldn't even fucking buy a car because every car has a.
Oh, they all have their Dodge for 100 years
Yeah.
was known to have the shittiest fucking rear ends in the world.
Yeah. I will not buy another Hyundai just because how we were treated by Hyundai.
I wish Hyundai built a truck.
They have a truck, like a small truck, the Santa Cruz. And here's the thing, though.
Oh, that's right, Santa Fe. I had one. Yeah.
Well,
No, I mean a truck. I mean a truck. I mean a pickup.
The Santa Cruz. The Santa Cruz it's got a bed on it, like a little 4-foot bed.
Oh, really?
It remember the old Subaru Brat?
Uh-huh.
It's like the new version of a Brat. It's a 4-door Brat, It's got a little bed on it. They're really cool looking, and
it's a tall El Camino.
But here's the thing: when we were looking for for cars, we were shopping. We have a huge Hyundai dealer by us, like one of the state's largest, and that's where we got our Hyundais. We've had like 3 Hyundais, right? But now I'm like done with Hyundai. But it's like we have a Honda and we have a Chevy, and it's the dealership that we go to that we've dealt with for the longest time has a Hyundai. They have a Nissan. They're like one of those auto mall places. They got a Nissan dealer here, and across the street they're Hyundai, and then down the street they're same name but a Chevy dealer. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And because we went looking for used vehicles, and at every single one, I'm like, because I told my wife I was interested in those Hyundai Santa Cruz little trucks before. Now they just came out. 2022 is the first year for them. These fucking things are all over the used market already. I'm like, what the
Oh.
hell's wrong with these things that there's so many of them at the used market?
Well, they're trying to
They
catch
just
up to
came out. They just came out months ago, and now there's tons of them in the used car dealerships.
they're trying to match the fucking Ford Maverick.
Well, you can't even find a Ford Maverick. You got to special order them damn things. They're so
My
far
cousin,
behind.
I was talking to my cousin last week about the Ford Maverick. He goes, I'll look into that. He posted on Facebook the other day. He just bought a. He didn't buy a Maverick because you're right. You had to order it. He bought a Ranger XLT or Ranger something.
So it's big. It's bigger than the Maverick, smaller than the F-150. Yeah.
30 grand. It was a year old.
Yeah.
I can deal with 30 grand. Okay. And it's I think he's got a 6-foot bed. So yeah, it's a 6-foot bed.
Yeah.
So
well, you're not going to get an 8-foot bed on a Ranger anyway. They never came.
No, you wouldn't. When the Rangers first came out, there was a 4-foot bed, if you remember correctly.
Yeah, I don't know. I had a Ranger and it had a 6. I think it had a 6-foot or like a 5.5 or something.
My stepfather had one. The fucking thing was the smallest fucking truck I've ever been in.
Well, they did make like the like I had an
extended cab. Yeah.
With the little jump seats in it.
Yeah, all that was for people like you and I that are too big that need to fucking push the seat back further.
Right. That's where the speaker box went, right?
Yeah. But I'll tell you what I do miss is my fucking I miss my 90, was it 92? Yeah, my 92 F-150. That I miss.
Hey, I'll tell you right now, dude, best vehicle I ever had was an 88 Toyota pickup. 4-wheel drive.
Oh, you can still see those today. It's just that they all have wood for the.
Well, not all of them, because I thought I'd be slick and get online and try to find one. Just to see what I could find.
Yeah.
Dude, $38,000 for these fucking old 80s.
Really?
And some of them are in like not great shape. You can see it's got rust spots and body work done to it and stuff.
Did you see what Trevor wrote?
No, I don't have to chat because I'm on like.
Bring back the smoker's window.
Oh yeah, the little window.
Remember those little triangles? Yeah, that's where Dish used to fucking knock the window out on me. And she used to leave her notes for me on the dash. She couldn't get a hold of me. Because, you didn't have cell phones and shit, right? So, Trevor says, I wish Toyotas sold the Hilux here in North America. They're already Tacoma with a real off-road suspension and diesel.
Oh, yeah, the Helix. Yeah, it's basically.
Yeah, the Helix.
You know what I call it? Anytime I see a Toyota, man, I just think it's the Taliban assault vehicle.
Okay, so Gear Grind says when Ford Ranger came out, he says Ford Ranger short bed when they came out was 6 foot and their long bed was 7 foot.
Okay. Now, I remember in the 70s, you could get like an F-100 and it was called the Ranger, but it wasn't. You know what I mean? Ford reuses so many names. You know what I mean?
Well,
like they're reusing the Maverick now, but like
the 70s.
My dad had an 85 F-150 Explorer.
Yes.
It said Explorer all over this fucking thing. And it was a pickup truck.
Right.
And then a few years later, they came out with the Ford Explorer, the SUV.
That's what Dishes says is Explorer on it, because she explores different neighborhoods, the different neighborhoods in the south of this country.
I was looking at a Dodge. I was looking at a Dodge. Fucking what's that big ass? Their muscle car. No, their muscle car.
Oh,
the Challenger, but it's the special one.
Not GT.
The Hellcat. I was looking at the fucking Hellcat. This damn thing was like $70,000, right? My wife's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like,
dreaming.
I'm like, I think we can afford this. And she's like, "No, we can't." I'm like, "I really do." I'm like, they're letting it's something we should look at. And she's like, you couldn't even fit your fat ass in there. I'm like, I could fit my fat ass in there. I said I might need help getting out.
Getting
But I
out.
could definitely get in. And then, like, after we got the Equinox and we're driving away, there's a fucking skunk. We're driving away. On the radio, the disc jockey or news guy or whatever just announced that Dodge 2023 is the last year of the Challenger and the Chargers and the Hellcats and the Demons. They're no longer going to make them. I'm like, son of a bitch. I said, I'm not going to make them no more. And I just lost my opportunity to buy one. You know, she's like, yeah, really?
It's a muscle car, and they don't want muscle cars around.
Oh, that's what I was going to say about this Equinox. When that reminded me when you were talking about motor size and stuff. The Equinox used to have the V6 in them.
Yes.
You can't get a V6 in the Equinox anymore.
No.
This is a 1.5 liter 4-cylinder with a turbo.
With a turbo.
Yeah. So the turbo kicks in when you give it the gas and get on the freeway and shit like
Right.
that.
Right.
But it gets 30 some miles a gallon. And I'll be honest with you, it has some pretty good pickup, and I don't fear, like, if I wanted to pass somebody or something like that, I have the power to do that.
What size gas tank you got?
I think it's a 15 gallon.
So 15. All right.
You get around 400 miles per tank.
Well, did you hear that? 40 miles per tank. It'll only take a tank and a half to get here.
Right.
I don't know excuses out of you, young lady.
So that would be roughly, I think it costs $38 to fill this up other day. So yeah, just over $70 will get you to Mikey.
Nah, she won't come here. It's too far north.
Yeah, well, $70 in gas, but $159.99 for a hotel room for the night.
Exactly.
And then
whoa, not no. What are we?
$13.99 for a double cheeseburger.
I'm not splurging for a fucking $159 room in a hotel. It's either a nice shanty or
You know what though?
the back of my 2007 fucking satin kit.
How about we just fucking sleep in your camper, dude?
Do that too. Come up for the weekend.
No, I mean, do you keep your camper at your house?
No, I keep it at work.
Oh, okay.
So I got two. I can sleep two on that end, on the queen, on the king, two on the queen and then one on the table, and then if you're small enough, you can fit on that couch because that couch slides open this way. But you got to be short because the couch is only like probably 5'5" or something. So
yeah. So
it's really made for a kid, really, or a short person.
Hey, we had a bigger camper on some land, Southern Ohio, and it was a permanent fixture. You know what I mean? They'd took the wheels off and put it on blocks, and
yeah, they don't let us do that up here. I wish they did, but they don't.
But it was our own land. We owned the land, so it was it was deer camp is what it was. It was a hunting camp.
Cool.
And after about 3 years of having that camper, we didn't have water hookup or anything like that. We would bring water down in the big jugs and stuff. So there's no shower or no sink. You had to boil your water to wash dishes and stuff like that. You didn't
done that.
Yeah. So they're like, you know what? Fuck it. It had a full size bathtub in this camper. It's like an older camper, full size bathtub and shower. So they ripped that shit out and they put in bunk beds to hold in the bathroom, like where the shower and bathtub was at. They put in a set of bunk beds to make fit more people in there for deer season and shit.
Yep.
We would sleep the back room that usually has like the big king size bed. They ripped that out and they put 2 sets of bunk beds in there. So you could sleep 4 people in the back room, 2 people in the bathroom, and then like 3 people on the. It was like a U-shaped where the table was, and U-shaped seats. The table dropped down. You could fit like three people on that. We packed that whole fucking camper full of people, man.
No, you can't.
Laughing at so hard.
Yeah, the town doesn't let us. The town I'm in New Hampshire, they don't. Nobody in this town owns a fucking like double wide or anything like that. Because they don't want like a campground. You know what I mean? They don't. I
Right.
don't know. It's
They're
fucking
too
suck.
cheap for the thing.
Because it's a lot
What you
cheaper.
got for us, Dish?
Oh, Gear's making fun of Mikey losing his phone.
He would say something about Mike's phone and knife reuniting. Where is J Watt tonight? Hang on, let me go up a little. I told you, J Watt sometimes doesn't make Saturday nights.
Hey, I'll tell you what though. All you have to do is say Watertown, Watertown, Watertown 3 times.
Yeah,
And he might show up. He's
ain't
like
gonna
Jimmy
worry
Bear.
about his wife calling his phone. No, you don't have to do that. Stupid me said, I'll bring my laptop up. My wife said, what are you gonna have a chat? I said, yeah, probably. I was if I can get the Wi-Fi off my brother, and there was nobody here, so I didn't know how to. I'm like, anybody know the Wi-Fi pair? No, I don't know. No, I don't know. And they were looking for the clicker for the fucking TV for the cottage, and so my daughter, camera girl, FaceTime my father because they both have fucking iPhones. So they're FaceTiming, and I said, hey, what's the password to the thing? He says, I don't know. It's on the fucking box. I goes, what? He's yeah, I never changed the password. I just used the one what it came with. I'm like, all right, cool. So that's why I was able to use the laptop. But that meant because Facebook's up and the green light's on, the wife's like, hi. I'm like, oh. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. While I was upset, I still am because I have to. When the phone comes, I got to call Metro, and then I have to sign in. I might have to get on them. I think I might go down to a Metro store with the phone, and then sign in that way, and let them hook it up that way, instead of over the phone. Because not to be rude, but when it's over the phone, sometimes there's language barriers.
Yeah.
So I'll just go
Just a
down to a
little
Metro store, and I'll go from there. But if I can't get all my pictures back, I'll be pissed.
Oh, that might be tough because those are usually on the phone, not the network or whatever.
They might be in your cloud. That would be good.
Yeah, on your
I
cloud.
hope
Did you have an Android or an Apple?
I had an Android.
Is your Google account attached to your phone? Have you ever been to Google Photos? Like every picture I take on my phone or my tablet gets saved in my Google Pictures.
Where on the
Like when you sign into Gmail, you got all the little dots that you can hit the dots and get all.
On all of the dots I have Google, Search, Maps, Play, Store, YouTube, Gmail, Drive, Calendar, Support, Business, Chat, Meet, News, and Duo. Books.
No photo?
Oh, photos.
Yeah, click that photos. You probably have photos you have. Don't you?
Oh, I do. All right, I have some, but like the one that Dish sent me. The one that Dish. No, I'm sorry, not Dish. The one that Stevie sent me of you guys.
Oh, when they all met up in Michigan.
Yeah, I don't. Hang on. I don't see that one. Oh, you know what I mean?
Well, if you didn't,
I have the ones from years ago. The girls.
If you didn't save it to your phone, then it wouldn't be in there. But yeah, like if I go to my Google Photos, man, there's shit, and they're like there's screenshots from fucking the chats that we did on that other channel from.
Oh, really?
2013 and shit, you know.
Wow. Have a great night, Trevor.
Good night, Trev. We're right behind you, Trev, because it's. I actually just looked at the time. And noticed what time it was. So we're right behind you, Trev. Trev, thanks a million for coming in, and everybody else, thank you, everybody else for coming in. And hey, let's do ourselves a favor. I will have a chat Friday night because I'll be home because I'm not coming back up here until Saturday morning. But Friday night when we do a chat, how about instead of Jay Watt shitting all over me, and which is fun. I love Jay Watt. He's a great guy. but let's pick on Jay Watt for missing the chat tonight.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Hang on, Steve. Jay says, "Oh, isn't that time of show, Gabe? No, just kidding. Anyway, hey, Uncle Kyle, hope you had a nice night, and everybody else, thank you, Stumper. I know Stump was here. I don't know. I think Stump gets tired easily nowadays, unfortunately.
Right.
But all you guys for coming in. I know Shalisa was with us and Gunpowder Beauty and Gear and all you guys on the chat section. Much appreciated. But we're gonna get out of here and we'll see us all Friday night, folks. All
Night
right.
Gear, Night SKS.
Good night, everybody.